DFZRadio.com.
Welcome.
Those chords, man.
That breakdown.
That's the part you was waiting for.
Oh, the Plug Gaming Monday evening,
Scat's back.
6
That
p.m. right now. What's
Hello
good,
again.
players? What's good? Dutch Master coming to you live via DFZ Radio and all of its glory. We got the usual suspects. Sam the man, free sampler, Samgasm.
Everything that's a Sam pun.
Yeah.
Samboni.
Samboni.
That's my switch.
Sample. Free sample.
Oh, so you're the guy that's sending me. No, I'm just kidding. We got Rock, OG, the Puppet Master,
Here we go.
world's greatest.
Ooh, Puppet Master, dog. Back at it again.
Oh, I love it. Saint, man, myth, legend, the dude that makes it. He's the glue. He's the glue.
Yeah.
He makes it all stick. He makes it work. Okay. But we're here with another great episode. We're talking. I'm going to get hyped later on in the show because we got a lot of Destiny 2
Oh, yeah.
and the Forsaken coming up.
Toning
So
that down.
we're going to tone that down
Make
right
it
now,
wait.
but that's we're really going to be getting into that. But anything you guys, I mean, me and Sam have been on Destiny 2. So in the beginning, right now we're going to talk about it, of course, a little
Someone
bit.
else has been on Destiny
But it's not
too.
going to be,
Are you talking
necessarily
about
the
me?
stuff that we're
No.
talking
No.
about lately.
We're talking about Ice-T.
Yeah.
Oh, that fool played Destiny.
Yeah. Rock, have you Rock, you haven't been on the main console, I would say, PlayStation. We haven't seen you. You've been MIA.
My bad.
What have you been gaming on?
See, I didn't get the DLC for Dragon Ball Fighters, but the homie did. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's where I've been.
Well, you can buy it again for Switch.
I mean, I didn't buy
When
it.
did that drop?
I don't know. I haven't seen a release date on it yet. I just saw the.
Well, no, because when he said the
they
same
had
thing,
the
I thought
test
he might have
weekend.
got it on Switch. But
No, it's not out yet.
yeah, I know it's not out. Yeah, but
Hopefully they come out with like an everything together package.
you were explaining to me in the car that
Man.
it's turned up a little bit.
Base Goku,
Oh, yeah?
dog. They're fucking insane for this, dog. The best character in the game is Base Goku.
Oh, he's got the spirit bomb.
Like, dog.
It's amazing.
But it's
just-
the reason why the Spirit Bomb is so raw. Like, if you just start off and you're playing and everybody's like full health,
Yeah.
you do a small Spirit Bomb. But if
It's-
you lose two characters and you're almost dead, it's big as the fucking screen and it's a one-hit kill. Like, you
It's
just gotta...
just becomes it gets bigger with everybody that dies on your team.
Yeah, and then like his
Give
Kaioken
me
is
your
the same way.
spirit.
He's real average until he's at the point of death or he's the last character left. Then he's like OP. So
That's
it's
fair.
better to just like, I don't know. It's just that shit is intense, man.
That is
Yeah,
intense.
it sounds
is.
intense, but they've. I was saying they've done that with a couple characters that they just
What's like
make
the
them super
cell
OP.
blast? It was always like that was a trolley kind of. You trap them in the corner and you finish with the cell blast like combo finisher.
Yeah.
This is that, but cooler.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Dude, Goku's flipping all over the screen.
Goku's way cooler.
Man, I'm just
And now that we're
It's
getting
so
these
good.
like all Goku teams and all Vegeta teams,
yeah.
Yeah,
Three
right, exactly
stages
right.
in
3
one
stages,
team.
right, exactly. Yep, there it is. But
Yeah.
that's what they told you. Like we were even talking about that. They said there was going to be 3 stages, but it didn't really.
Vegeta's base character.
you know
though,
what
is-
that means though.
He's not as dope as Goku's. That's the shit that made me kind of sad. You know, I'm a Vegeta guy.
Yeah.
Vegeta guy.
Yeah, but they made him so.
You do know what that means next, right?
What?
Kid Goku.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what, yeah,
oh,
that's what
yeah.
we were saying.
I was
yeah.
talking about that in the
Yeah.
car. Kid Goku
Good,
is a
good.
must, dog. They got to do that. I'm sure they're working on that. Because in the beginning, he was supposed to be one of the main characters. I remember there were all the talks. It was like the Goku trilogy, like, and I was all right, cool. But
And then they
Didn't
burned you. They give you the different Goku.
they
trilogy.
gave you Super Saiyan, no base. Like,
We need
Right,
the we
no
need the
base.
Goku quartet.
I kind of thought about that
Aw,
because
they
I
always come
wasn't I wasn't playing the game. I only played it so many times. I didn't really think about that there wasn't base, like the original, your regular just Goku.
Yeah.
There wasn't Goku. It was all this extra that version on, and now he's in the game. So I was like, that kind of is reverse.
Man, and then they released him
And
better
he's so
than
good, yeah. And
Yeah.
he's so good.
The thing is, you use him last. Like you just run somebody with 2 characters, and then
I pose a question about this though. With fighting games in general, it's like DLC characters are balanced into a system, so they're made to be like a certain degree of fightable. I just feel like later characters start getting stronger.
But this is the
Do you
thing.
agree?
The only reason why I don't have a problem with him being so OP is because think about it. Old Goku was turned up. He hit Kaioken, shit got real. You know.
He's doing
So-
stuff he didn't even know. Like he was just too
Like,
much power.
Until he like went Super Saiyan, Kaioken was Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
like I don't know. I can't really be mad at the character, but he's just so fucking intense, man.
And then there was Super Saiyan Kaioken.
Yeah, and then they gave him all his moves. Like they gave him base Goku's like attributes, and then was like, "Here's the fucking spirit bomb, dog." Like it's like
Yeah,
who
it's
does
ultimate
this, dog?
move.
Like,
It's good. I mean,
that's good
like
shit.
I don't know
That
if
is
that's
good.
great for their tournament or their pro community or
The pro community is going wild.
I don't even know how this shit gonna work out there,
exactly.
man.
They're gonna they love it until someone gets in a tournament with them and it's like, wait.
And didn't they just have some
Hey.
balance patching?
Honestly, yeah, but the balancing wasn't
'Cause I
really.
Bardock was one that was
Yeah,
like,
he's
they
OP.
nerfed him
now.
down, but he's still OP or
Oh,
something
he's
like
super
that.
OP still. Like it's just like now you can get in. At first, you couldn't get in. It was like this fool just low punch you. Bow.
It
on your
does sound
ass.
like whoa, getting wild over there.
He just punched the mic. Just punched the boom arm on the mic there. And his reenactment.
Hey, it's Dragon Ball, dog. We get serious out here for Dragon Ball.
It does. It does get serious. We've seen that.
I do hear though that it's like there are so many 2 OP characters. It feels like, which is a good problem.
It is. It's a lot
There's
of
a
OP
lot
characters.
of-
It's just they're
yeah.
that fucking strong, and they fight like the character. So it's like, this is how he got down. You gotta accept that.
Right.
Do you think Kid Buu is still one of those? Because in the beginning he was, just for the size and just his.
Well, that's
Craziness,
some
he's
like
like-
a hitbox issue is a
Yeah.
whole nother game because it's like he's a small character, so you just
He's
kind of
Yeah.
like what's his name in Bond?
Oddjob?
Oddjob in Bond, yeah.
bruh.
Yeah.
And what was it, Yoda and that Star Wars game?
Oh,
dog.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
just-
right.
Yoda.
You
in,
couldn't get in him. In Soul Calibur, wasn't he? In
Soul
Soul
Calibur,
Calibur,
yeah, that was the
same
one.
thing.
That was the one where it was like it was just brutal.
But 3, everybody was playing that versus 2. The story was shit. It was the versus that was hot in that.
Yeah. Okay.
In episode 3, but Yoda, he was the same way. He just was all over the ground, and then he was bouncing off walls. You was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I love it.
It's like you're playing pinball when you play against one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, those
Low
things
sweep,
are
low
always,
sweep.
Yeah, those types of things are always great in games. Where you're just like, why would you do this to the game? But then it's Yoda, so he's got to be
Yeah.
there, and he's got to be small.
And it's
Just-
Kid Buu.
and
What
he-
he's supposed to be a
and
piece
he's got
of shit.
exactly,
Like,
and he's
he
got to be
sucks.
small. So that's just how it is. It can't be made equal if you're going to stay true. And just like you said, that's how the characters fight. So you want to stay
Yeah.
true to their origin or how you know them
exactly.
to
dog.
make them authentic.
Because the moves,
You
like,
know.
people are like, that's OP, were just casual moves for the characters. Like,
It's something he does normally.
you know what I'm saying? His super moves were fucked up. Like,
Yeah, they were. Did you watch? Yeah. Did you see?
I saw the show. Like
Yeah,
I
right,
know how this
exactly.
fool gets down. That's why he was so strong, and they had to go train to beat him. Like,
Right.
And like for fighters, like you're saying, with like it's got to resemble that character. It's shown to be such a game that is for the fans. Everyone who grew up watching that show like knows all these scenes. There's so much detail
Man.
in it. Like
Yeah.
everything about this game transports you
bruh,
to.
don't play it
Dragon
for a little while. Hop on it, just like you just
yeah.
got it again. It's insane. That game's the replay value on it is just grab the sticks and hop on it. Then it's like, damn, I should have did this like yesterday. Or
I have
I
a
feel like you
friend
should have
who's
been playing it.
I
trash
feel
at
like
that
I've just
game.
been sleeping on it, and then I don't have the DLC, so I got to make that happen to enjoy the game.
I
fulfill
gotta
your
get the
life.
DLC. Yeah, that's where I got to
Life
catch up.
fulfillment.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sam and I have actually
Grinded so much.
got
Destiny.
on some Destiny, and we went for the gusto. We got the Whisper of the Worm.
Oh, you guys got it?
Yep.
Pulled
and
it
it's
the other
like
night.
the best sniper ever
Immediately.
in the game. Immediately, yeah. It's just super satisfying. Everything about it. So that's what we've been doing, and the the mission for it's good. Like
Once you
at
get to the
first-
400, it definitely drops.
But like
and-
when we were really doing it, like I mean, I was like 360 something, and Rock was pretty low level, and you were the you were like
340
at
something.
the mark. You know what I mean? That you
Yeah.
needed to be, and you needed to be up there.
It makes a
And-
huge difference.
Right, it makes
and you
a huge
recognize like
That's cool.
even
That
just
means y'all could
jumping
just pull me
from-
through it. Like,
Yeah, we could probably pull you through. No, probably maybe not.
why?
It takes
Well,
all
it's-
3 people.
Really?
it's
It
next
really
weekend.
does.
Um,
Yeah, it already ended in next weekend.
I think like now that we have it down, and if you're running the
That's
whisper,
if you didn't
it
want to
makes
help, you
that
could have
motion
just
a lot
said you
easier.
don't
That's
want
how
to
we-
help,
that's-
dog.
that's
You know
how-
what I'm saying? Not
That's
to
how
say
we
you
were
don't
able
want
to
to
do
help,
it.
dog.
That's how we were able to do it. Like literally,
How
I
about
was
this?
able to put
you
like
remind us come Friday
yeah,
when it's live again, because it's already dead. It's only during the weekends,
yeah.
Yeah, all right, man.
and then you can
It's
go
true.
sit in IO and wait 20 minutes for
Yeah.
the event
I
to
that's
pop.
what I did. That's what I did. I had already had it, and
We
that's
would
what I
like
did.
two of us would
I
run to the
wouldn't help
tower,
them.
and one would stay on IO just in case the event went. But
Yeah,
it's-
and we also got 2 cabal extractions
oh man, it gets brutal.
in the meantime of that. So
There's like
we had to wait for
So-
3 public events to show up.
for anyone who's like isn't caught up on the Whisper of the Worm challenge, to start it, you're in IO and you're in the Lost Oasis, and there's one of the public events that start.
Yeah.
It's a Take and Blight event. It's in this specific spot of the map, so you know which one it's going to be. But right near it, there's a Cabal excavation one that
Yeah,
starts, and
right.
so it's just like the biggest heartbreak for anyone, because they're like, shit, how it was it? It could be like 10 minutes, it could be like 20 minutes, so you see it again.
These guys, it had happened for the second time, so this was in a row, and they're like, "Damn, it's the Cabal one." And I was like, "No, like maybe."
We know
Come on,
we know
guys.
down to like the
They're
little
like-
section of the map.
They're like,
that
"Well,
it's
look where
on."
it is on the map," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're right, but
It's more centered
but
in the Lost Oasis.
maybe." Like just
Yeah.
some sliver
You
of
want
hope,
it,
and
you want it.
absolutely not. It
But
wouldn't do it,
and then as
so.
soon as it does pop, you're like, take a blight, and it's
Yeah.
like you're not going to that public event. You have to go find a boss that's hidden in one of a few places.
Yeah.
So when you're on like spot 2 of check-in and you're running around and you only have so much time to find and kill this thing, we had it down this time.
Yeah, we
That
got
thing
it
just
down.
fell. One time it even
So-
spawned like right next to us.
Yeah, we got
Does
it
that
down.
mean you're not gonna help?
Yeah, you
We'll
got.
help you.
I
We
told you,
told you.
you have to remind us Thursday or Friday when the event is live.
So if I'm just like, yo, it's live.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
That's what, dude. Sam hopped on. We pretty much did it right away. We started it and we got it done. Like, we went in twice, three times.
I have one favor to ask you.
What?
Watch the video of the jump puzzle.
Already did.
Okay, just making sure you've been
He can
through
do the
it.
jumps now.
Yeah,
He can do the jumps now. The first time he couldn't, but
The
also
first time I was fucked up. I was toasted.
And that was
Okay.
weeks ago.
And then-
so like,
okay,
you know,
but the
just-
hunter, I
just
will give
offering.
him one thing.
Hunters
you gotta
suck
put
for
on. You got to put on the stompies.
Yes.
You got to put on the stompies for the jumps,
Okay.
and it makes a huge difference. But if you don't, it's possible. You did it.
Yeah.
It just makes it like way.
And you know what I'm going to try to pull
you
off
can
this
like
time
two
now?
jump a lot of stuff.
If you're a Dawn Blade, you can just super and just coast that entire
I know. I
section
seen
of
a
the
guy.
map.
I seen
That's
a
You
guy
bring
do
it-
it.
ways though, dog.
No, it's
Not
no,
really.
because by the time you run up there, you'll get it.
And it's a
again.
time game. You got 20 minutes.
yeah.
For sure,
It is.
for
It is like
You could turn
it's really
5 minutes
It's really
into
about
one
running. It's
if
really
you-
about running that part super fast.
My favorite is watching the Titans are so skilled. The ones who know how to like
Yeah, you
shoulder
skate.
charge,
Yeah.
jump, skate. Yeah, they just
yeah.
fly.
Yep. I am pretty good at it. I can do it pretty well, but I'm not like I don't play Titan enough, or is
Yeah.
it or is it my main to get good? But like there's
Definitely-
people that with the Garrison or wait, no, they're called something else.
I know
There's
which ones you're
there's the
talking
legs that
The
will
ones
allow
that,
you
like,
more
double
agility,
your
and there's
jump
more
distance.
agility while you're in the air, so you can like be
See,
like,
that's why-
moving around.
well,
really, it's really crazy. I
That's
think
why
there's
I've
even
been
a
playing
dash.
Strafe Glide.
There's a
on,
dash involved in it too.
On my
with it, too.
Warlock, I've been playing Strafe Glide
Yeah,
with the Dawnblade setup
Yeah.
because then you have so
Well,
much
that's what I do,
aerial
strafe,
movement and
yeah.
then also the dodge.
I also do strafe.
Yeah. That's the tip for you out there.
Well,
But just the tip. I love that. I love those Titan ice skatings though.
yeah.
I have
It's
those
great.
boots. I always keep them handy just in case.
I don't play my Titan though, enough at all.
Well, coming back to Destiny, I felt like I had to pick
You
one
owe-
character. I picked one character.
Yeah.
It was my Warlock.
Yeah, I really always focused on those two, the hunter and warlock, and that's
Yeah.
just what I did. I was like, I'm gonna really bring the.
Plus, your hunter class got a little crowded.
Yeah, I know. It like makes me not want to be a hunter.
We had our original squad
Was set up to be like all
Saints
diverse.
and then it was like immediately came hunter.
I know.
Hunter,
I was like,
and
yo, guys.
we had
I was like, I'm just gonna bring. I'm actually pretty good with the Titan, so I might bring.
Hey,
Titans
man,
are fun.
I feel like y'all talking about me.
No, you were part of the original.
you were one of the hunters, but
No, you were-
everybody
okay.
became a hunter.
Yeah. Like our Titan guy just never really showed up.
I was the Titan guy. But the
No, you were.
hunter-
You said you were Warlock from originally. That's what I always thought.
When-
Because you were a Warlock in Destiny 1, weren't you?
I was, but
Yeah.
then
Not to call out there, but James, what happened here? You were supposed to be our
I
Titan
wasn't trying to say
originally.
any names. I was not trying to say any names. I was just saying he didn't show
I'd
up.
love for him to come back for Forsaken. Jump right back up.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's okay.
Okay.
We are hiring Titans. That's the point. Sleep fighters.
We need Titans.
We need Titans.
They're
gonna be
I
great.
will main a Titan.
They,
but
you know what?
I mean, I can't technically ever main one, but I will use one more.
I believe in Crucible. After the next update,
Hey,
shoulder
once I
charges
had-
are one-hit kills.
once I got the
Yeah.
gear I wanted with the Titan, I was kind of.
Ward of Dawn is
Yeah.
supposed to get real dope, and I was a bubble guy.
I'm not a bubble guy.
I was
I'm
running.
a hammers guy.
I was running the was it Saint
But that's what I liked when I
Saint's
did.
Helm?
I did.
that like
Arc.
blinds them?
I did Arc. I did
Yeah.
Void. I did Arc Strider, Void, Walker, and then Sunbreaker. That's like how I tried to keep it. So I always
Okay.
had like a main
Yeah.
guy to a main thing. But it's like, you
I
know,
agree.
how they made the game, how they made Destiny 2. Rolling 3 characters
Might as well just
was
complete one
pointless.
character.
Was pointless until now, when they did the Solstice of Heroes, where you could get the ship.
Yeah. It's the first thing that was relevant for it.
Like super relevant.
Did you guys get the ship?
Nope.
No, it's.
I'm
I'm not gonna get the ship.
I
I'm
got
barely
the
gonna
Sparrow.
finish. I'm barely gonna
Hey,
finish.
the Sparrow is fly.
I'm barely gonna finish.
Got that
my
gold
Warlock.
trim. I finished just my Warlock, and that's
Wait,
enough.
is that
I'm
done
trying
today? When is that
No,
over?
no,
The
we have till
Solstice
the
of
28th.
Heroes is done.
So
the
Solstice
28th.
of Heroes ends on the
Yeah.
28th.
So yeah, I'm gonna get my Warlock then.
And
that's it. My
I'm
Hunter
trying to
and Warlock.
masterwork shit.
I'm
I
gonna
still need
masterwork
to-
my Hunter for sure.
I need to master. I need to do.
We need to do
the Nightfall.
prestige. We
the
got the
Prestige
Nightfall
over the bonus
figured, and then with Manny we got 3. We need 3 more, which shouldn't be a problem.
for a
doing
prestige raid.
Yeah,
Yes,
so that should definitely be possible.
we can.
And the
we can
prestige
get to
raid's
that.
at 380 or 360.
Yeah, and we're at
370.
395
Yeah,
once you have
exactly.
everything maxed.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And then they'll probably drop you maybe a 405 weapon in there when you're running it. Maybe no, just I don't know.
Well, they get you prestige.
Yeah,
That's
It
why
drops
too. Doing
there.
the whole Leviathan, like you're gonna get how many chances for weapon drops at
Yeah.
400?
a bunch.
A ton.
And then you can do Spire
We'll
of the
get you up
Stars.
there.
And you can do
I mean,
Fire
I'm
of the
only gonna
Stars,
do one character
Eater of
already.
Worlds. You can
Get
do,
on it.
We can do Eater of
I made up
Worlds.
my mind
That will
about
give
that.
you. There's a prestige for that now,
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
so that could give you. That could drop you higher gear.
I actually still have to do.
Spire of the Stars. So do I. Mm-hmm. We were supposed to be doing that, but I don't know.
I don't know. We lost some guardians.
We lost. The Street Fighters.
Again, I feel like you guys are talking about me.
Just because you have been the things
You're
that
not
we're
the
talking
only
about
one.
doesn't mean we're talking. Yeah, we're not. We're talking about you specifically. You may
You
fall
just
in
called
that group.
yourself out.
Yeah, you may fall in that. group.
Now I know you guys are talking about me. See,
But the
This
Sleep
guy's
Fighter,
dead.
the Sleep Fighter clan.
I'm talking about
has-
Saint right over there.
Has the Sleep Fighter clan just has been well rested because they're sleeping now.
Yeah.
A lot of sleep going on in Sleep
There's
Fighters.
about to be so much woke that
I stay. I'm stay woke. I'm on Forsaken, and
sleeping
I
in.
think
I'm
you
gonna
know,
get Forsaken. I might as well buy it early and get something cool for it.
Yeah, the Cade's stash.
what do you mean by it early?
You get if you pre-order, you get
What
you
do you
get
mean?
Cade's mustache.
What do you mean?
His
Buy it
mustache.
early.
Yeah, Cade's stash.
They got a mustache. It's like a joke.
Like
inside
a prop
the game.
thing.
Yeah.
It's like an ornament for your helmet, and then it gives you a mustache.
Yeah, like how they do the auras.
But it's a mustache.
What is mustache?
I recommend you pre-order.
Cade's a
just-
joke. Cade's a kind of a joker in the game. It's kind of a thing.
I mean, I'll take the mustache. It's cool.
It sounds cool.
It's like one of those hipster stashes. Like if you had it like this and then
Like you've seen the
Tattooed.
sunglasses, and then it's got the little
Yeah.
chain and the.
like that.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. I fucks with that.
We're lying.
I wish it
Oh,
was
really?
real.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's Cade's stash. It's like a group of things in his weapon that he has like from his stashes, but one of them's like a super sweet ornament for his exotic handgun.
His exotic mustache.
That's probably going to be one of the.
Just gonna keep pressing that mustache. Huh?
Well, you didn't know, so we had to abuse it a little bit. Sam picked up on it, so we just ran with it.
I know. I don't like it. It's not fun. That's not fun for me. I felt like I was the butt of a joke.
It was. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be
Your
believed,
spider senses were correct.
and I was cracking up halfway through that. I couldn't.
Oh,
I could not.
that was good
contain.
though. Come on.
I thought you were
loved
laughing like this fucking
I-
fool doesn't know about the mustache. Whoa! I was like,
whoa.
damn, man, you passionate about this shit.
Well, you said mustache, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then it just kind of went from there, man. You know how these things develop.
You know, just
Just out
getting
of
wild.
Thin air. But yeah, no, seriously, it's like a weapon ornament that's sweet for his exotic.
The Ace of
Spades, which I hope is going to be the quest line, like exotic, so you just get it from doing the, like story. Kind of
believe
like the Polaris Lance.
It is. That's what
and,
it's.
yeah.
That's what I thought I heard it being.
So that'd be super sweet. And then,
Hey,
you know,
what if it's
he's gonna
super
die.
short,
He's going to die.
like one of the
gonna-
DLC?
It's going to be. I already know
Is
it's
it?
going to be, yeah. I'm not expecting a lot of the gameplay from Forsaken DLC.
Yo, dog, you can't murk off
I'm
game and just make it
expecting-
short, dog.
But they want everybody to get to the power level and in game as fast as they can because
Well, they're
That's
gonna
how
catch
you do
up
the new
anyway.
raid.
They're gonna give you that coin or that whatever that's like use this if you want to just jump straight to you've completed all
well,
the
yeah, it
story
gives you
up to
one
Forsaken.
character.
I believe every character.
So-
you can make 3 new characters and you can catch all 3 up.
So yeah,
It's
every
just- it's an
character
option.
gets a light coin or whatever token. If so, when the DLC drops, or the expansion, because it's not the DLC, it's an expansion of Destiny 2's the whole new year of it. You can get a coin that will take you to like 3, put you level 20 in 3 whatever. You know what I mean? Something where your next loot pool will put you in the, the high range of whatever that.
That's for new
I'm
people.
curious
huh?
how that's
It's for
gonna
new
be
people,
set
yeah.
up. Like you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I
have
was
some.
to say, why are we grinding, dog?
Well, it will give you one. It actually, I think it gives you one too.
It gives you one for the
But
characters you
no,
already have
but your
and
character,
all your new characters.
your character, yeah, but what you don't get,
as long as you buy.
what you don't
everything.
get, your character is already there. You don't. You'll already be at that number that they're going to strive for if you've done everything up to date.
Yeah, we just hit that number.
Yeah. So
Well-
they'll drop. It'll bring them to like 390.
You can max at 405. That is
Yeah.
what the actual max is now, but you can't just hit it by grinding out.
Yeah, so it won't give
There's
that
only
number.
the only way you can get the 400 armor is by completing Solstice of Heroes.
Yeah, which
and
I-
the
which
only
I
way you
love.
can get the weapons is by completing prestige raids.
And I love that because
It's
it's
great.
giving you that D1 flavor.
that shit.
Yeah, it's giving you that D1 flavor where it's like you can get these versions of these guns, but you're not going to get them to take you to the highest light level. So in D1, it was like you had to complete the raids, not to get the light level drops, just to get the gear that would drop at that rate.
Oh,
right?
I remember because
So-
when I came in, I was shit.
So with this, they're doing that same type of deal, but it's not through the raid itself. It's through the prestige version of it, right?
Okay.
So you can still go experience it and everything, and you may not ever want to get the highest tier, but there is that technical lock, like they did with the other one, where it was just the raid, right? All you had to do was the raid, you get the highest tier gear, right? But a lot of people weren't able to get the teams to do the raids, and that's kind of the complaint. But they're like, okay, here's the, regular version of it. You'll get the raid gear. You'll get the sets of it, this and that. You'll get all the acquirable stuff, but you won't get it at the true power that it needs to be. And you won't be able to bring any of your weapons to that power unless you go in here and get
earn
that.
it.
So you might be sitting at 400, because you won't get to go to 405. And that's exactly how Destiny 1 was, where you would sit at 5 under unless you did the raid for all of your pieces, and each piece would count for 1 up on 1 point whatever point. And that's how you get your last 5 points to be 3. At first it was like 225 or some number like that. That was your light level at the first raid when you did. I can't even remember the first raid that you do.
It's not Vault of Glass. That was
Yeah,
later,
it's Vault
right?
of Glass.
It
It
is?
is Vault of Glass.
Okay.
Yeah, when you did Vault of Glass, and that was the only way, dude. That was the only way to get the best weapons in the game for PvE and the best gear at the highest light level. And when you showed up to the tower, people like gathered around to see, like, oh, they did it, and you'd have this aura that made you look super unique and stood out.
That's
like,
what they went for with Solstice gear.
Yeah,
is you
and-
can aura it.
Right, exactly. And you can glow it and put it on these certain things that you can only acquire the glow or this from certain,
And
accolades.
What I really appreciate is once you get to the legendary level, because you start with the broken armor,
Yeah.
and then you have to grind out through challenges and level it up. And when you get it to legendary, you can give it an ornament to look like any of the older pieces. So,
Yeah.
like, my chest armor is like the tattered.
Yeah, that's
you
the
start
that's
with.
the coolest feature
It's
about
so
it all.
dope.
That's the coolest feature
Especially
about
with
it.
that purple glow.
Can you put your faction rally gear on it?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
you can
all
put your
just
faction-
pieces of armor. What do you mean? You can paint
You
it
can
whatever
put
you
yeah,
want.
you
It's
can
all the
put the
shaders and
faction
stuff.
shaders on it.
Yeah.
No, I was saying. I thought you said that you could. Never mind. I guess.
Oh no, you can give it ornaments of like the different tiers of the Solstice armor.
That's its own, because you know how certain classes have ornaments,
Yeah.
right? So your extinction gear has two ornaments, two ornaments for each season, right?
Okay.
And then your Vanguard version took offense for the hunters, right? It has its own ornaments, right?
Yeah.
So then it's the same thing. The Solstice has its own ornaments. So it's its class of gear, whatever
No,
class that
I get
falls
what you
in, yeah.
mean. At first, I
yeah.
misunderstood what you were saying.
So yeah, you can't just. That would be sweet if they made a piece of gear that was like that, where you could put any ornament on it that you wanted.
That'd be like in WoW, you can make anything look like
Yeah.
yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Transmutation.
But what's today?
Monday.
Yeah, so that's not good for me because I never really peeked at because I wasn't playing the Warlock that much, but I never really peeked at the Warlock's Iron Banner gear, and it is like the best.
There's some cool stuff.
And I'm not gonna be able to get that
I personally,
unless I get
like
10 tiers
that shredder helmet.
tonight. Yeah, the helmet.
That's
That's all I want.
See, I actually like the older one. I like the original.
I think I have
the like samurai.
Yeah,
helmet.
I have that one. I
That's
have
what I
that,
like
yeah.
rocking anyway. It's
Yeah.
in my main set.
Yeah. I feel you.
However, now that I got this Solstice gear, I do have a question about it. Maybe you know this.
Okay.
It works in because so when you wear the full Solstice gear, you drop the orbs of whatever class you're running.
Yeah.
So like if you're running arc weapons or whatever you get kills with,
Yeah.
whether it's abilities and stuff, you drop the orbs of your type, and you pick those up, and they improve your power with that class, right?
I don't think they do anything.
Oh, see, I had heard.
I think
something
after
weird
this
like that.
event,
there's no purpose to them.
Yeah,
after
I think
the
after this
green-
event, then it's over.
Well, then it's actually after the first tier. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it still
Okay.
drops them though. I noticed that too.
Yeah.
I was like, should I be picking these up? And it doesn't do anything. And it's the arc ones look like the normal ones.
Yeah.
So you're out here picking up all these orbs like boom, and you look at your super and you're like, wait, what?
just-
I was like, did I just
can't-
not pick up orbs
Yeah.
or what?
But you can't put them into your other gear though, right?
No, you can't do anything with them.
So
You just-
like you can only be 405 with
Yeah.
the full set,
yeah.
and the full set, their perk is useless beyond collecting. That's just a little weird to me.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Because if anything, that was just confusing when I'm like running around killing guys and I've got all these colors dropping, and I'm like, that's
Well,
nothing.
you know what? You know what? It could be like an insight on like how the new armor is going to be in Destiny 2.
That could be.
I mean, in
It'd be
Forsaken.
dope.
Yeah. So, and with the glows and stuff like that.
This
so.
is supposed to be the teaser of Forsaken gear.
Yep. It is. It is.
So if you haven't gotten it yet, go
let's,
grind that out. It's not that hard to get to legendary.
Let's take a little breaky.
Yes.
Listen to some music, and then we'll come back with some news.
Get your bread, because it's time for jammy jams.
Ooh.
That was so corny, Sam. But hey,
Hey,
get that shit,
The
dog.
Plug Gaming, DFZRadio.com.
We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. And I'm sipping on Activist, big go to Sprite, nigga. And I'm blowing on Texaco, this shit came on a flight, nigga. And I'm so professional. professional, tailor-made, precise, nigga. And I told my lad bitch that I love her, but I ain't gon' fight with shit. Way too much money on my mind, these dead white people. Nigga, how to lay you the blood, I'ma leave the hype, nigga. Cushion authentic, that pathetic, but I ain't white, nigga. I heard you like the credit, you ain't rockin' real right, nigga. No. But jumped out the chain game with a lot of pain. I just want a bad nigga for the fame. Yeah, that big baby, she for the game. Stack a star, gotta maintain. Play the smart nigga from the start, going hard like this is my leg game. Yeah, bitch, I am LeBron Wade. Chopper give your ass a blunt fade. Ooh, for everything I do it for my family. It done before this on till they take my breath away. And I'm posted on that corner till I see a better day. My young nigga pull on, they pull up and eat your face. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. And I'm sipping on.
Drink in my cup, someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my cup. Crank it up, crank it on up. That's D. Oh, that's D. Got me smoking the best, no stress cheese. Now hold up, roll up. Check the situation, about to go nuts. With a little bit of perp up in my cup. You can tell the bartender to fill it on up. That's alright, baby, work your stuff. And that's all night, baby, work your strut. You and your friends can ride when I go. Take a little spin in my Monte Carlo. Take a little dip, baby, show you how I roll. Take a little hit, baby, puff on the hydro. Eyes so lit, make me look like my eyes closed. Purple drink mix, make me look like my eyes glow. Hypno, Grey Goose with a little grape juice. That's how it is, so I'ma have to take side diesel in my blood. Purple drink in my cup, someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my cup. Crank it up, crank it on up. It's the ADX team with no doubt in between. And we stay fresh and clean when we hop on the scene. And we style on them, profile on them. If they wanna act crazy, then we wild on them. It's the S to the T and that Cambo G. Either Maserati blue or the Lambo green. And that Chevrolet mean when it drop on the street. Either hating on you or they hating on me. And it's shaved up, raised up. Drop it to the flow, got them blades to stay tough. And the candy on the bike, same color as sour. Catch me on the site 100 miles per hour. This is my life, so this ain't ours. So I stay tight, so this is power. With the ADX team, you can call us some brave hearts. Sour diesel trees, you can call it the trademark. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my cup. Crank it up, crank it on up. West Coast, crank it on up. East Coast, crank it on up. Midwest, crank it on up. Down south, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my cup. Crank it up, crank it on up.
SG, DJ Dale, Big Bell, Killer P, Chino with the OE. It's the ADX team.
Hold up, bitch. God damn it. Get out my motherfucking face. Slum down. Yeah, she said, what you doing, where you going? Girl, I'm doing me. I've been out here chasing money, I ain't worried about a thing. I'm on a whole different game plan, moving like a pimp. I make a hole, hit the rain dance, dollars make a strip. Ayy, ballin' like a bitch, ayy, super fucking lit. Roll a blunt and spark it up and get a cup and fill the shit. I need a bag with the cash, 100 meter dash to the money. Gotta go get it, cause these niggas ain't finna get it for me, you dig? Niggas talk, I don't hear it. Bitches talk, I don't hear it. My main focus is my chips, yeah. I said I'm walking like a man. Hand on my grams, other hand cognac. I'm already going in, but I'm like, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, let me talk to him. On my mama, stuck in this designer. I'ma have to go and leave her, cause my bitch up in Atlanta. Louis to the left, Armani in the sauna. It's panoramic, how my fucking niggas causing problems. If you gotta get it, got me turning churches out of chicken. Okay, pilot got me probably piling up all this pimpin'. So don't tell me this now, won't feel her lips now. Gon' give me kiss nah, wait, hold up. Where your lips been? Tell me where you going, cause you know when I just stepped in, stumbled and we go again, sucking on my lower limbs, sacking and we pack them, so you know we got them flowing in. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hey, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up.
I got that, okay though. I got that shit that when you hit, you get the Holy Ghost. My bitch got niggas and they feeling like they Romeo. They asking about me, she replying like we only close. Bitch, while you be lying, we be fucking and you know he know. I don't know when they asking about the mother bitches. I don't know when she asking, are you coming, daddy? I don't show. When she asks me, can I roll a fatty? I don't know. I just gotta tell her why. Hold up. I tell her why, hold up. Yeah, I gotta tell her why, hold up. I tell her why, hold up. Yeah, I gotta tell her.
Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up, wait, hold up. Shawty, you can bring a friend, let's get naughty. Bring a couple more and it's a party. We can roll it up and sip Bacardi, Hey, shawty, you can bring a friend, let's get naughty. Bring a couple more and it's a party. We can roll it up and sip Bacardi,
And I don't hold up shit, you know what I mean, but to represent, you know what I mean, but to be me, you know what I mean, procreate, have better deeds, make a better nation.
I'm Superman, fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you.
Saw it here, folks.
Super mad fly in the city.
I don't know if you see my phone at all, but Ice-T
Oh, Ice-T.
grinding out his Destiny 2 armor.
I was
completed.
I'm so happy
Just to put it out there.
to see that.
Who do we need for our squad? We need Titans. You know who Ice-T plays?
The Titan.
Fucking Titans.
We need him. We need him on the squad. Send him a clan invite. We need to get that
man.
gamer tag and a clan invite ASAP. Rocky, are you on it?
Yeah, I got you.
As the admin of the Sleep Fighters, I task you.
I got you, dog.
I
Get 'em.
task you with that.
Hey, what would y'all do if Ice-T just popped up
I
in
would-
there like, so we run this raid?
I would run the
I'd be
raid.
like, do you know what the fuck you're doing?
Yeah, dude, Sam just hits him up right from the get-go. Like, yeah, okay, well, we'll give Ice-T a pass on his raid knowledge. if he joins. Okay, we'll treat him as like a newcomer. Like we try to
would
do.
love to shepherd.
Yeah, I don't think he probably needs it because
No,
it seems like he's on the game. Yeah,
If you
yeah.
finished Solstice Gear, you
that
know
quickly
what you're
though,
doing.
that was pretty quickly. Like it seemed like that post was up.
I mean, he
pretty
had it done a
quickly.
week before I was done.
Yeah, so Ice-T, you out there, join the Street Fighter clan, baby.
No.
Listen up.
Clan up,
We'll get him, dog. Don't trip.
clan up.
I think it's time
Well,
to
let's
hit
get straight into some news.
there's so much cool shit coming up.
So much cool shit. Hitman 2
Let's talk about that in a minute.
World. It's like Hitman 2 World Assassinations, and this is not just Hitman 2.
They're going big.
They're basically bundling up previous installments of the game and allowing those locations to be played, not just in their normal way, but with the newer stuff that they're bringing into these new kind of layout.
All the new weapons, like they
that
have
they
this
have.
whole like sniper shot challenge for like just tons
That
and
shit
tons
look
of
tight,
ways of
dog.
doing hits with just a sniper rifle. That clip of like shooting through a window, hitting the
chandelier
chandelier and
all
dropping
that
it on
shit.
there.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit was tight.
But
Yeah, I mean,
this
you gotta love this stuff. That's tops.
for Hitman fans, like jumping into this first one, this like episodic style,
It was weird.
this more season thing, but they loved it.
Yeah.
They've crawled through every inch of this game and checked, just like you do with Hitman games.
Yeah,
And it looks like what they're doing for 2 is expanding it into more of a world, because like you were saying, one of the first things they announced was if you bought Hitman 1, you're getting all the newer graphics, updated, improved versions of all of Hitman 1 that they are including into Hitman 2.
yeah,
And then it's just going off from there.
yeah. It just another thing on the episodic like releases of games or how they were doing it. None of them were received when they came out well, but they've all actually done well.
Yeah.
There's a ton of them to mention. I mean, to even mention them now, but like the
They're very
Walking
subtle
Dead,
games. They're
Walking
very
Dead
niche
did it. It's Telltale Software, it's Telltale Studios. They do
Yeah.
a few of them. They do it really well. They turn.
They kind of came down with the system
Yeah.
and started doing
It
this with a
worked,
lot
and they kind of
stories.
took that into theirs to like breathe some life back into Hitman, and it's working. And 2's coming out, and they're just.
Yeah.
They've always done really good job with the content that they've provided, and this is just another way of them showing like the Hitman's alive, it's well, and it is getting better.
And for those that play these games, it's a very high replayability value.
That's what it's all about,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the whole game is.
Right.
Yeah, it's going through things again, playing different
Right.
scenarios, figuring out every way to do it to unlock every ending,
Right.
or every opportunity.
Right.
And
yeah, it's all about the
they're
opportunities,
trying
like
to
what you
encompass
can
that
do.
into a larger world. So who knows where that can go?
Yeah,
That's
it
gonna be
seems
dope.
it seems like it's going to have a lot of good Hitman. It's going to be it looks like it'll be the one that gets me back into Hitman, yeah.
That'll be
because
cool.
they'll be able to incorporate all the other ones as well. So
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hitman's the best.
It looked tight to me.
Rocky's he said
I
this
want
about
more,
the last
man.
one. He said this about the last one. He wasn't stoked about it. James wasn't happy about it either. Or whatever.
Man, I
Whatever.
want something
Hitman.
more from it, dog. I feel like it's just
You
the
just
same
want a brand new
fucking
game.
man.
But that's the thing. Even if they make a newer one, it's still the same thing. Like, why not improve on what they got? Like,
Yeah, Call of Duty,
I'm
you're
kinda
still
into
just
it.
running around and shooting people.
And they're not
going
gonna
to
charge you a premium.
New
I
everything
don't know.
to do.
I
doubt
feel
they'll
like
charge you a
as
premium for
I'm
it.
saying, as a hitman, I feel like you're supposed to get rawer and rawer, and it just seemed like you're doing the same.
I think it's going to be fair price though, and they're going to
It's
keep
grounded
that.
in a real world too.
They're going to keep that.
I mean, you could be in a real world and still do some raw shit. It might just be me.
Hitman 3 with
Rocky.
a drone.
Rocky.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm just saying, man. I just
starring
want something a little
Rocky.
more, man. Just a little more,
All
man.
right, well, let's talk about more, because Morphies Law is next.
This
gotcha.
game is.
It looks ridiculous.
It is, and I actually think it's going to be pretty fun and cool. It's got 4v4 online, so it's
Okay.
got online gameplay.
So
But the mechanic of it is like kind of the interesting
Yeah, let's
thing.
tell the people about this game.
So like as you,
it is a PvP shooter.
What's good, John
where
Deere? What's up, player?
everything grows. Like you are shooting someone in the legs, and then their legs are getting smaller, and your legs are getting bigger. And then you unlock like fart capabilities that launch you, and like every body part has like different abilities you unlock as it gets bigger, and then it's like I don't even know from there. That's what this game is.
Yeah. Basically, it's like you're gonna get these advantages. The mechanic how it works is like you'll shoot somebody, you'll get bigger.
So baby legs,
and you'll develop a ability as the part gets bigger or whatever, making you more dominant. But then there'll be like passageways or something that you might not be able to travel through, or certain ways that you won't be able to go. So then there'll be advantages to being small.
It's like
so it's not like necessarily like you're just gonna shoot to get big. It's gonna be like a strategic way to be better at the game.
But how you win it just the bigger you get,
well, it's
right?
still a shooter. It's still a shooter. It's
still
first
a shooter,
like it's like a death match or some type like that where it's gonna be based off of kills or whatever objective base it is. So that's still the scorekeeping of it. But like obviously, when you're bigger and you have all these other abilities, you'll have more ways to dispatch your enemy.
But I mean, it makes you a bigger target.
Yeah,
correct.
Exactly. So
but you're also going to be more dominant. Like think like the
thing,
Thanos thing in Fortnite.
Everyone goes after you. Though.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You're the bigger target. That you have all these powers. If you're really good with it, you'll be able to go so far. But if they start,
no, but
and
this is the part I don't understand.
This game is
so if this is what I'm trying to say.
We don't understand it either because it just came out today.
They just launched this. They just launched this thing and show you these videos, and I'm still confused on what the objectives actually are for winning it. But
because you're supposed to shoot a part and get bigger.
Shooter, but take it like this.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are they talking about? This shit's insane.
It is. It's supposed to be insane.
Like this, it's like take a look at Splatoon. They took a first-person shooter team game and they tried to change the mechanics of what a shooter is. That's what this game is.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe exactly what that is yet. We'll see.
We will see.
But like, it's it looks cool. It caught my attention as like a different thing because you are literally just growing and shrinking things to.
That's what I'm saying. Are you supposed to be the biggest to win, or?
There were two giants that were like controlling the board. Like the way it shows it, there's like, you get to design your characters. It's like very lucha libre looking characters and stuff. And when they showed what the gameplay is like, here's your map, and then there's two giant versions of the people that are controlling all the little characters on the map running around battling. And the little characters running around on the map, as they shoot each other, their different body parts grow. So maybe you're trying to make your character overall a certain size so that you can go get the finishing blow. Because it's probably going to fall somewhere in the objective style of like Overwatch or Smite or League of Legends, or it's going to be a shooter killer. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just really weird mechanics.
Killer
and it looks cool.
When you're just shrinking and getting bigger, unless you get so small, you just like, yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like a kill or ending or whatever where the person dies.
It might just be like any of your parts get so small and they shoot you in the arm when your arm is that tiny, you just die. That'd be funny. Who knows?
You will be defeated. Whatever word they use, you're eliminated. I don't know. Rox needs like this specific term.
And the shit looks like so fucking insane to me. I don't understand it. I'm like, what is going on? That's why I'm talking about it, because I want to know what the fuck this game is. It's insane.
And I'm agreeing with you that I have questions too.
But Switch has got a bunch of.
Is that shit free?
No.
They're charging you for that. Okay.
Yeah.
$20.
All right, that ain't too bad.
That ain't bad at all.
Rox.
I'm just saying, dog.
Dude, stickler.
Whatever, dog.
He's never gonna spend money on Fortnite.
Who, me? I bought a season pass.
I know you did. But you said that for like the first 6 months of us talking about that game. It's all good. Anyways,
right, see, I tried my best to just be civil, but then you just was like always trying to bring up old shit or something. Just like GT, what's up, man?
Come on.
What's going on, man?
Switch has got a bunch of games coming out.
Fuck Twitch. No,
Switch has got a bunch of games coming out that it looks like their lineup's going to improve. These are also going to be multi-platform titles too, so they're getting in there and competing. And these are same day releases or earlier. than the PS4 or Xbox versions.
And there are so many
no
games
more of
I would
these
rather
late.
just get on a Switch.
But there's they're not coming in later. They're not being redone or done a certain way. They are being developed alongside the other platforms. So this is a sign they're catching up. They're starting to release the same games. They're getting into that market where they're competing now.
Yeah,
So-
let's talk about that. Diablo 3.
Diablo 3.
Is that where you were going?
Yeah,
I'm excited.
absolutely. Like
Diablo
this is
3
great.
on Switch.
On the go.
60 frames per second.
Yeah,
It's going to be great.
gonna be great. I'm curious.
I want so many games I'd rather just have on a Switch than a console. Like, if I could essentially if every game would just run on this thing, that'd be the best ever. I know it can't
I don't
handle.
know, dog. I like
Is that hard
being
up
at
on it,
home.
dude?
I mean, like,
Playing games.
well,
Sam likes to
I
do it in the
get
middle
that
of
it-
traffic while
That fool's
driving.
crazy, man.
look, man, you got 2 legs, you got 2 arms, you can do a lot of
got a
things
knee,
at once.
okay? You got a knee to get in there and drive for you if you need to. Okay?
They have
if you
Cruise
need to.
control. No, I'm just kidding. I do not
guys got that
drive my car and play video games.
It's
at the
too
same
late.
time.
The world knows the truth, man.
You shut up.
We've exposed you. You've been exposed.
You did this to
No,
yourself.
I do
Sam.
not condone such behavior.
Oh, Broforce will release on the Switch September 6th.
Hey, that's
man.
tight.
Oh yeah.
That's tight.
Broforce, dude, that is a great game, and it's a great couch co-op, and it's great for the Switch, and how that kind of falls into those categories anyways, with the couch co-op, local land, family based kind of. It's a perfect game. Broforce is a perfect game for that. It's like pop culture. Every action star in every movie shows up at least once, maybe more than once, and they have their own unique fighting styles. It's a great game, and I'm glad that this it's on the Switch too. And it's probably gonna be priced perfectly to where I could purchase it again and not feel too bad.
I'd love to
Get on
see
the Switch.
Rivals of Aether make it over to Switch.
Yeah.
I'm sure
be
it's
cool.
coming.
Do you hear it? They announced.
Well, probably not, because they got smashed. They probably fuck that
We
game.
don't need.
And
you.
I fucking that game.
But Rivals, they did just announce their next character is going to be Shovel Knight.
Nice.
Yeah, for a full character.
Why are they pumping Shovel Knight so hard?
Because that game was dope.
Yeah, it's a good game.
But I actually liked. I liked what was his name? Plague Knight was my favorite playing as.
Okay, yeah.
With all the potions. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you bought that game, you get there's I think 4 or 5 different characters you can play through the whole story with, and it's totally different stories, but you play through the same levels. It's just you have to experience them differently because they all work different.
Right.
Spectre Knight's one.
Nice.
yeah.
So we were talking last week about I'm not sure. I want to just be clear about what we were talking about, though. But the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah.
That's coming out March 22nd, 2019. That's
Yes,
been
it is.
announced.
Mm-hmm.
That title is actually on everything. So it's on Xbox, PlayStation 4, PC.
Yeah.
The title, and I don't know if we were talking about this last week and we got them mistaken, but Ghost of Tsushima
It's a different game.
is a different game that is
that
a
was the
PlayStation
Sony
exclusive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not.
We addressed
right.
we were confused.
That
with
shit
that
gonna
too.
be
That was
tight.
my fault last week.
And that's Sucker Punch Productions. So let we just be clear to clear up anything that was said last week, because we might have had those confused during the phone call. But that's how it is working out. So the essentially re-rolled facelift and possibly whole new entry completely, with the Shadows Die Twice. That's coming from Software, so that's going to be
Yeah.
our Dark Souls. I don't
Your
know if
Dark
it
Souls
is
maker. giving you
I don't know if what is it going to be?
We
don't know.
Samurai game
Yeah,
where you have
but
a
we don't know.
bionic arm.
Yeah, we don't know.
Enough said.
Enough said. Yeah. So,
You get to climb in this game.
yeah,
Which,
so-
if you played Dark Souls, you know
yeah.
how much that.
And then the Ghost of Tsushima will be a PlayStation 4. That release is not announced yet, but that's 2 different titles. Looks like it's the Year of the Samurai.
yes.
Those are good. Looks like it's going to be 2 amazing titles to just
I think
to
I'm gonna
look
grow a
out for.
ponytail.
So.
Just let it go. Braid it down. Just
The Last
cut
Samurai.
the circle.
Starring
underneath
Free
the
Samurai.
Hey, do that shit, dog.
Oh man.
You
Oh
should
man.
do
Oh
that.
man. August 22nd, we got the Overwatch animated short
Yep.
premiere.
We get a new show.
So new
New
show.
mini
Sam's
movies.
super stoked about that.
Of
I
course.
have missed any of the animated shorts. I will
This is
try
one of the
to.
things, they caught the
Get this
Overwatch
one.
community long before the game came out.
Yeah,
through this
right,
wonderful
right,
thing that
exactly.
Blizzard is amazing with,
Yeah.
lore.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have done these short videos, and they've done everything that builds up the whole.
Yeah.
So
they give
by
you
the
a
time
reason
they-
to really like a character.
Yeah. They give you a reason to like a whole world,
Yeah,
everything
right.
going on in it. There's like when they release characters, they have these crazy deep,
Like it's a premiere of a celebrity showing
Someone
up or
figures
something
but
like that.
It's like and you find like pictures inside of the movie theater that are like advertising this new thing coming out.
Right.
And that shows you this tiny little thing that leads a whole trail to finding out who the next character is.
Yeah, they do a really good job with the
Their community
engaging
loves their
community,
world,
yeah.
which is why like competitive is so easy to run something like that because people love that world.
Right.
It's great.
That's why we going pro, dog.
Exactly.
Rock's going pro Overwatch 2019.
That's right, dog.
There it is.
It's called Rocky and the Puppets. That's your team, right?
Yo, dog, stop talking about my team. The team talk about the team, Sam.
I ain't on the team, but you
Master.
told me about it.
The Puppet Master and his puppet.
This guy. It's not the team, dog.
So
Everybody pull a weight.
Destiny 2. Well, this is like a re-highlight or a refreshing. The Destiny 2 update drops next week, the 28th. That's when we're going to see the new weapon class, like I guess destruction,
the new
where they
structure of
yeah the
everything.
new they're going to take it apart and they rebuilt it and they're putting it all back together with some other attributes from Destiny 1-ish and then some brand new ones.
Yeah.
So it's going to be this, as the guy,
Let's see. Let's cover
as,
this
as
general.
the developer was saying, a menagerie
Ooh,
of changes.
that sounds romantic.
Yeah, so I think he was just being funny because he used it like 1,000 times. But yeah, there's a lot of shit that's changing,
So
all
gory.
going on. And if you're playing Forsaken, you don't want to miss this update. You want to be involved with this in this last week.
Also,
As much as
anything
possible.
you love, hold on to.
Yeah.
This is the time to
Also-
stock up your shit. Especially like Curtain Call is a great rocket launcher, or Sins of the Past is the like the stronger version.
Right.
But these are things that you want to collect them, and you may even want to keep them one with each energy type because energy types are locked in the role
Yeah,
as
we
well.
might
now.
be changing. Yeah, a lot of stuff could be changing to where you might get a gun that you might feel useless.
If you already have it, it's
or
not going to change.
super dope.
But going forward, some of these guns you're never going to be able to get again.
Yep.
You-
or the roles that they have,
You're
or
gonna
how
have
they're
to do
situated.
You have to
yes.
deal with the randomness of roles now because everything is now going to be within a certain cycle of mods.
Yeah,
and
but there
a
might only be
cycle
like
of energy
3 in the
types.
class, so it could be easy to roll certain
Yeah.
perks on. Like, for instance, perk rolling on rocket launchers is super basic and simplified.
Yeah.
Same with probably grenades, because there's only so many different variations of like the perks that they can roll in there. But when you start getting into hand cannons, which share perks with scout rifles, which share perks with everything, now you have like a huge set of perk pool, the pool, and certain ones can't be rolled twice or in other categories with other ones. So it causes a bunch of different things, especially when weapons have 2 slots that roll.
Yes.
Some weapons only have 1. We'll see how they change that, if they do change that, or what goes on.
Also, guns are going to be moving slots.
Yeah.
A lot of fusion rifles are going to be in the energy slot now.
Right, they're gonna be
Shotguns are
kinetics.
moving up.
Yeah.
Your snipers are going to be moving up. So you can mix and match your weapon set a lot more coming up.
It's going to
So
be
there's-
super interesting, and it's definitely something you're not going to want to miss. Also,
But if you love it, stock it now.
Also-
Put it in your vault.
another little tip that's been going on since Destiny 1, your bounties, since those have been they've been brought back. Complete them, but do not turn them in.
And then you can stock
And then
up.
you turn them in once Forsaken hits, and you'll stack your XP.
Now, we've talked about that with a lot of different
You do
things.
engrams, you can do engrams, you can do exotics. It's not going to change the level of it, but
Okay.
if it's
It's not
something
gonna
new,
change the
it'll bring
cycle either, though.
it'll bring the level up, but it will drop in that pool. It'll drop in the new weapon pool.
Really?
Yes.
Because of the March 28th update.
Yes,
But
so
you're,
it'll drop
you're
in
still
the-
going to be locked into Season 1 stuff, I would think, on those. Because we've
No,
tried
the
that
exotics,
with Curse of
the
Osiris.
exotics.
Okay.
Because it's
I
not
thought
going
the
to.
legendaries were still pulled out of... Because
No,
they
we
changed
did
everything.
it.
They
No,
would always
I've
do
done
on-
it.
Okay,
I've done
okay.
it. I've done it with the legendaries too.
My bad.
But the big
I
thing is
remember
the
the
exotics.
exotics
The
was
big thing
like-
is the
yeah, okay.
exotics because you got to remember they've which I don't agree with, and this is why I don't agree with it, because stuff like this, but they've made it so they're gonna try to limit the amount of duplicates. So you're gonna have actually a higher chance of getting something new, right, with the exotic that you turn in right away.
Now there's something else beyond that too.
Maybe
because
so.
I've heard a lot of talk about collections because collections is coming to this in the update.
Yeah.
And so part of it is that there are certain guns that if you own them after the update, then it's like they're kind of stored in your collections, and in some degree you still have them. I was a little confused on what that meant, but
with the collections, it was similar to how they did the exotics now.
Yeah, how you make them and stuff.
Yeah, that was actually the collections.
Okay,
so
that's
you would go to
getting
this place
expanded.
that would just have it there. You'd have to give it. In that one, it was exotic shards. Destiny 1, you would just give it the shards,
But you can buy
and
that
then you would
exact
buy
gun
it back. But
Okay.
it would be rolled at the light level that it was when the game came out.
Yeah.
So unless there was a higher version of it made for the next year, then you wouldn't be able to roll that one. So they have to make a new version of it. So
So
let's say
something like that is coming with this update. It's
Yeah, 'cause
So
there's-
do I need to print out the ones that I have?
they're gonna choose. No, they're gonna choose. Like, dude, don't be surprised if some weapons don't make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's basically what they're trying to
It's
say.
more your legendaries.
They're gonna
your
say like
legendary weapons.
you might have a weapon that you have now that won't exist in year 2.
Yeah.
It'll just be gone.
They
Exactly.
might take it out of the game, or it won't be able to be gotten again in that form.
Or it'll have a completely new. It has a whole chance roll system now.
So should I print out one the way they are?
For
It's
your
more-
exotics?
Yeah.
No, I don't think your exotics
Exotics
are
you
going
don't
to
have to worry
change.
about.
Yeah,
Those
they're
are
not
just-
gonna change.
those
It's
you
more
get
your
to print out.
legendary weapons. Like an exotic, they'll just take it away. They're like,
It's-
oh, this is not working. We're taking it away.
Your
But,
favorite.
you'd have to have a chance
Yeah.
to get it first.
Your favorite legendary weapons. Hold on to.
Yeah.
And make sure that if they're energy types, have them in the energy types you want. So some people take the Uriel's Gift or the Positive Outlook,
Yeah.
2 of the best auto rifles in that game currently,
Right.
and throughout the whole thing so far, the whole year.
Yeah.
So you may want to keep those in different energy types. You may want to have 3
Right.
of each.
They may turn into one of the next one you might roll as a kinetic.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know what's going to
They're
happen.
mixing all of this up. They're
Yeah.
trying to make it though everyone can reapproach this game with a whole new outlook, and they've shown their steps, and their steps have been good so far.
The
Little
game's
things
changed.
here and there, but the way
The
they've
Crucible,
changed challenges,
the Crucible's
way they've
maps
changed,
need to be changed to
Yes.
accommodate 6 people. They're
I
4-man.
agree.
They're 4-man maps that
I
are now
agree with that
housing
100%.
six-
And
that
there's
are now
that one
housing
that
6
they
people.
launched as the 2-man map,
Yeah.
and then it just stuck around for up to 6 people.
Well, that's the
playing on that
that's the
little one.
Burning Spire. That's actually a D1 map. That's
Oh,
for
okay.
6 people.
That's a
It's-
6-person map.
That's a
That,
6-person.
That straightaway.
Yeah, but that's the thing is in D2 it's this not is the same as how people played it in D1.
Okay.
You
That makes
literally couldn't get touched by people. You know what I mean? So you were like surfing the outside of it. You didn't really go in the middle and start having
Just
a
hucking grenades. And
yeah.
then be like,
you like Call of Duty did. If you hucked a grenade, you did it right off the bat over the side, so you could like run around and try to like 2-tap
Okay.
somebody real quick without them looking.
And that's why it's
it was
good to
really
have
an
Bubble
ice-
Boys in D1.
Yeah, it was really an
because you just go
isolation.
blam.
It was really like an isolation game. You were like when you were a hunter, you were like literally hunting people. Like that's how you felt. You felt very like
stealthy,
and you could catch people off guard. And because your melees would devastate. You could you get melee kills if you hit them correctly. It changed how the game was played. When you got close in combat, you were the guy wilding out. And you could stack your kills, though. You know what I mean? So it could be cool, and then you could bounce back, get back with your group, and kind of regroup, and then
that
you could
dodge
kind of
is one of the
then
greatest
you can
things
kind
there
of
is
roll.
in Crucible.
It is, man.
Yeah, but then you could kind of roll as your group. But like
That's why I
you
run
would never
Icarus Dash.
you would never feel bad for going off on your own because you would never really put your team at a huge disadvantage. In D2, you go off on your own. You're just constantly dying. You know what I mean? There's there's no way to really
Asgard
around
is
that.
a people, not a place.
right. Go with your team.
I'm not
yeah.
kidding. I keep saying that while
Yeah.
I play Crucible.
But it's just the truth, and that is going to change. The
Yeah.
style of how you play, the style of how you
this
use
game
these
is
maps,
going to be different in a week.
they're going to be different.
Now that means all your shit, all the grinding out Solstice stuff, even master working it, you have to have done by the 28th.
Yeah. And when you see a man with a hand cannon run, because they're going to be devastating
Yeah.
again.
Yes.
They're going to be devastating again. They're going to have them balanced perfectly too. So it's not going to be none of this Better Devils stuff with the.
You know what I've been using lately?
Well, the Better Devils is going to be rolled
Yeah.
without explosive bullets.
But if
I
you
know.
have it already, it's going to be fine,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, but I might get a Better Devils without explosive unit things in rangefinder, and then also flared magwell. So I'll be destroying you from across the map with a Better Devils. Pin
What
shot.
I've been
Just
enjoying is I've been
two
using
headshot done. But you got to be a good shot.
Home for the Lost because it's
Okay,
got it's got the quick. It's
Yeah.
got the quick draw,
Opening
like the
shot.
super draw. So I've been in Crucible, I tend to like run around with an auto rifle.
Yeah.
And then I have been having that on my backup, and that gun decimates.
Yeah.
I forget where it comes from. It's one of the, not the Iron Banner. I forget, but you have to unlock it in one of the tiers. Maybe Crucible.
Dude, what about the last thing on Destiny 2? The Redrix Claymore, right?
Yes.
Pulse rifles, godly.
Everybody talks about this thing.
Nobody's 2% of the player population have it. Super hard to get. You got to reset your Valor rank or your whatever. What's not
Wait,
Valor?
I just reset mine.
No, it's not Valor. It's
Oh, no,
the
no,
other
no.
one,
I'm
Glory.
at 2,000.
No, it's
I'm-
Glory rank though. It's competitive
Oh,
rank. You have to reset
okay.
your Glory rank 3 times, which basically people have agreed on. Even like really, really sweaty players, that it's like close to impossible
Anyone that
because
has it.
how competitive plays. Just because the style of it makes it hard to get that far in it because people are so sweaty and the game's not super balanced and also people cheat.
Man, I'm wondering how sweaty this shit is about to be this time.
They are
dog.
going to give this new gun out. There's a crazy, crazy, crazy task list. I don't even want to go over it. The steps are insane to how you get it. But basically, if you do these steps just by playing the Crucible, you will get this weapon.
Nice.
So it's called the Redrix Broadsword. And it has the Desperado / Outlaw perks on it. So that was the only gun that had it on there. And they're like, well, nobody gets to experience the perk that we made.
Yeah.
2% of the players from all platforms.
Well, it's so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, yeah. It's like, dude, you guys really screwed the pooch on this.
also-
But guess
but
what?
they want guns that are like
yeah,
that.
exactly. Well, that one's a little ridiculous because it's based on the teams you're playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not necessarily
Yeah,
based
yeah,
on you. It's like, dude, did you get the bright setups that for the 1,000 games that you played? No, you didn't get perfect matchups each time. But they're giving that gun away essentially for just people that are going to play the Crucible. So like eventually you will just get it because you'll meet all the requirements because they're like grenade kills, void grenade kills, this X amount whatever number for it. You just pissed off the sweatiest part of your community that puts in the most hours that play your game the most by giving away essentially a clone of the weapon they just grinded for.
Yeah.
I don't know, Bungie. Like this is a weird move. I mean, it just kind of shows what they're in.
But that's the
give
thing.
it to
They don't want it to
wanna
be
please,
competitive.
but they want to please, and they want to please everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
We want
That's
it.
exactly
We
what
want to
that
give the
step is.
Gallahorn to everybody. We want to do this.
Gallahorn Day was the other day, though, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was.
I heard.
They're like the
people
famous
were posting
day.
on Reddit like
The famous day that
Yeah.
the man said, or some man said, who would ever sacrifice their power slot for an exotic? Like, what exotic is worth my power slot? There isn't one. Not true. The Gallahorn. Literally your access to anything, any activity you want to do in Destiny 1 requires one thing. 2 things. The proper light level for the activity. Number 2. Gallahorn. If you don't have those, you can't play. If you have a Gallahorn, you might just get in. They might not even ask you if you're good. You just gotta say,
Okay, you
I
know
got
that.
a good Gallahorn. What's your light level? I got a Gallahorn.
What did it take
All right,
to-
man, you're in.
what did it take to get a Gallahorn?
It's a random drop.
It's just
An
a random
exotic
drop.
Ingram.
And you could only get it as a random drop.
Zur gave it away the 3rd week of Destiny 1. No one even knew what Zur was or what he did. They just said a secret man or an agent of the 9 arrived. And you don't know where he's at in the tower or anything. You got to go find him. And people were just.
And now he just got a logo, like a.
And then
big
they
staple
never
of his
gave
logo.
it. And then they never gave it away again.
You could only get it in random drop.
Only
and that
random
one
drop.
time ever.
There's people that have played Destiny 1 all 3 years and didn't get a Gallahorn.
That's amazing.
It's truly amazing.
Why-
It's like one of the best things that
Is it
is about to
amazing?
be.
You got
Tell me
oh yeah,
about this, Ryan.
I got like 9 of them.
Ooh.
You bastard.
Dude, I know people that would send pictures. That guy we'd be rating, and this guy would be like, yeah, I don't have a Gallahorn, I'm just mad. But there was an alternative to it, just like there is for the Sins of the Past. Like there was a baby Gallahorn.
Okay.
Not as good because it didn't hit as hard, but it still had all the perks, and that made it, just as cool. Actually, like the second raid rocket launcher, Crota's end rocket launcher was just super dope, and that's where the Black Spindle's created too.
But
It's like in that same weapon class or the styles.
Based on my just observation of the internet,
Yeah.
there is no the love that people have for the Gallahorn meets the love they have for Cade.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, the Gallahorn was that big
There
a
are
deal.
two things you care about.
I
in Destiny
wish
1,
that
and
I
it's
had-
Cade 6 and the Gallahorn.
Yeah, I wish I had stored pictures, or I had picked pictures of some of these, or screenshots of some of these messages you'd see from the fire team or the LFGs. Like, just basically they would
Gallahorn
go
or
on,
get outta here?
Yeah, but then they'd go on to type like why the fact that if you don't have Gallahorn and you suck so bad and this or that, like you don't play the game, you're a casual. Like it was like the thing was filthy casual. That's what people would be saying. They'd be like, filthy casuals thinks he can hop in here. He doesn't even have the Gallahorn. And it's like, yo, dude, the Gallahorn
Was there an
random
emblem
drop.
for having the Gallahorn?
No,
or
but let's
like-
not get into emblems either, dude, because that
Oh,
was
yeah.
like how you the other
That's-
way. That was
oh,
the other way they
you
confirmed
told us
you.
this when the
that was
beginning
the
of
other,
Destiny 2. You're gonna have this emblem. Make sure it's in your cycle so you can pick it and put it on. 'cause
They
that
did
was
that
my
shit
question. Are
They
you?
did that
I don't
with
know if you
Destiny
beat the
2.
raid yet, so put the emblem on so you know you beat the raid because we need to know that you beat the
They
raid.
did.
They
We
were
had
doing
that
that now. They were
told you
doing
that.
that.
That was true, and it happened because it's really real out there. How serious these people are. I don't want you wasting my time. Can you do the raid or not? Are you told me you're 370. I just checked you out, and it says
Hashtag no
356.
tryhards.
And it says 356. It's like, dude. First of all, yeah, I changed my gear, and it might not have updated. Okay, it just updated. I got you, bro. Just double check it. It's like, like when did it become like, like I get it. You guys have done it too. You can sit inside of a raid forever.
Yeah.
And it takes long. But that's the point of the raid. And that's the point of your group team, because when you complete it, you start just cycling that motherfucker. Like, it's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the point. It's like a,
Or you finally complete it and then never touch it again.
well, that's some people. Or you do it like 10, 12 times in a row, and then you never touch it again.
Yeah. Just
Get
grind
the
out
full
everything
gear
else.
set. But, the point is that it's like anything else that you do a lot of. Or you do repetitively.
Yeah, you figure out the pattern.
You figure it out, and then you're good at it, right? That's what makes you. That's what qualifies you as being good at it. Not because you did it once and you got lucky. It's because you spent the
know what
time.
to do.
Right, you spent the time. You've gotten familiar with it. You know all the ins and outs, and that's what makes you good. It's actually experiencing it. That's the problem when you got people that won't let you into the group without because you have no experience. It's like dude, like you guys sound foolish. And you're asking him for a Gallahorn when he's just hit this level.
It's
He's
a
doing
glass
his
floor. It's
raid.
a glass floor. It's not even a ceiling. It's like,
exactly.
Hey, I got this game. I can finally play.
Yeah,
Oh.
like exactly. And dude, I know
Oh.
so many people that had discouraged them from playing because they weren't
People are mean.
as dedicated. Well, dude, that's you're not used
Yeah.
to the community like that. You're not used to online gaming. That's
you gotta
the first
know
one that gets you
someone at a
in.
point to get you in.
And that's what it
No,
also.
it's cool. I'm with this guy.
But gaming
He's
is
got
so
a
much
Gallahorn.
dude, just it. Or you slip in and you just say nothing. And you're just like, just know what you're doing. Know what to do. The most important thing is to know what you do and follow direction. That's why when I tell you guys or teach you guys about raid, when we do the raid, I'm like, let's learn. You learn every spot. Then that way you go into a different party and you're not that guy.
What I hate
know what I mean?
is that
You're the guy that's like,
I
yep,
did
put me
this
anywhere.
last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just like,
can
what do
do
you need
any
me
of
to
the
do?
positions, but it's like, of course everybody does tops on the left and bottoms on the right, or like the
Yeah, and it's
little
like,
details.
not of course,
And
no.
I'm like, look, let's just talk through this quick because I want to make sure that everyone's on that same page.
Yeah, and that's the best thing to do. And that's what the raid's really about is communication, not
And making friends.
making somebody feel bad because they don't have a weapon. But that's what D1 was. It was so toxic for so long until, other rock.
Don't you feel that way now though with your Whisper of the Worm? That's
Yeah,
gonna be that gun.
Because people show up to you when you're out, cruising IO, and they're like,
You've done
he's
it?
got a whisper on his back. I'm going to go check it out. and they come up to you and shit, and that's what's cool about it too. But
And
if that person messaged
how long
me,
is that
can you
running
help
for?
me?
Is that going to exist after next week?
That is a great question.
You may have to get that whisper quick, Rocky.
They'll do
we
that
got
to you. They will do that to you.
They would. So next
Absolutely.
weekend is going to be, let's assume, your last chance to get the Whisper of the Worm, and it may be gone
Let's assume that.
because all the weapons change anyway.
He doesn't care.
All right,
I'm gonna get it.
I'm saying we got you,
Yeah, me
but
too.
it's up to you.
Oh,
You
Satan
said Friday. You said Friday. I didn't even
Satan
know
needs to
about
do
it.
it too.
I didn't get on it.
But in the meantime, there is something you can do. You can hop on Destiny 2 and you can run these green missions and blue missions with me and get your gear up so you're actually the proper light level to do the mission.
If you were grinding
I'm
things
going
out,
to get.
I'll get
I'm
my
going to
Titan
get
going.
my hunter where he needs to be, and I'm going to get the whisper. I'm going to make it happen.
all it takes.
Okay. Did you hear that? You heard that here. We'll see.
I need
by
one
next
character
week.
there, dog.
We'll know
I
by
know.
next week. We'll know by next week.
We will know
so
by. And
it's
guess what? I'm
not a
going to be
big deal.
doing some tomorrow and a lot of Wednesday probably. Playing
Okay.
a shitload of Destiny. I gotta.
You going to get up and do it in the morning, or
I like playing in the morning.
I guess just hit me, dog, when you hop on, and I'll start up and get this shit done.
Totally.
Okay.
Maybe mid-afternoon.
I'll be
since,
playing tonight.
Our boy Mykonos Manny can hop on when he gets off work because he's in Chi-Town, and that's 2 hours ahead.
I know he did the ultimate sleep fighter move.
Oh,
Manny, he just did all-nighter, dude, to get the whisper.
Killed it with us.
Yeah.
And we did a Prestige Nightfall
and
that
we
night.
did a Prestige Nightfall that night too.
We beat
actually
it.
did good. Yeah, we actually
We
got a lot
beat
of
it
stuff.
twice.
Yeah.
But we needed to beat it under a certain
We
threshold.
need to get our threshold game on.
Yeah.
That's
But
something
we
that
had to
kind of
figure
went
out
over
the
my head.
cards. See, I was confused on that. Now, is his card gone? Does he have to buy another
No,
card, or
I don't know.
because there's now
Yeah,
those?
because you can buy the
yeah.
card.
So if you have to, that's how I got mine. I just went and bought it from.
I got
like,
mine
whoever.
gifted to me through After a Nightfall.
Oh, nice. There you go. So
I thought that's how you got it.
I bought a five of something, like five
Yeah,
of
five of
spades or something, or
stars.
five of stars. Five of stars.
I got a couple
It's a
of those.
card. Okay, so it's a. I think maybe Manny's was done once we were done with the raid. Once
'Cause
we
you only
finished
had
it,
one.
his is, or once we were done with the
that
nightfall.
fool
it was
Zer
gone.
was selling them things,
But-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I bought. I
but
think
what
I
it
bought
is
like 2 of them.
it's a card so that you get to adjust. You get to basically pick what challenges are alive during you
can
running a
customize the
Prestige
Nightfall.
Nightfall. You
Yeah.
customize it, but based on how hard it is, you get a multiplier up. And to masterwork the helmet on the Solstice gear, you got to beat the Prestige Nightfall over 110,000. At
Yeah.
least this week it's 110,000. That might
Right.
change for whatever the next.
Well, it's
tomorrow
whatever
is.
the Nightfall is.
Yeah.
So we got to get 110,000 points.
We were doing it on that run where we died
Yeah,
and then
but we
gave
weren't
up.
really thinking about that.
Yeah.
We didn't really think about the modifiers
It's
that we really added to it. So
beating
I think
it in under 15 minutes.
but we just died and we didn't really think
Yeah.
about that. We put
And we were at like
Extinguish
4.5
on.
multiplier.
Yeah, we
so-
put like extinguish on, which
Yeah.
is you can't die, and we didn't really think about
Yeah.
that. So we ran in there like all gusto and just wiped, and I was like, oh,
If in no respawn
Yeah,
zones,
we can't
if
do
all
that.
3 of you die,
Yeah.
you are kicked out.
Kicked out.
completely.
Yeah, kicked out
But
of
it
the-
adds a whole point to your multiplier.
That's how it
right?
used to be, though.
yeah, exactly. But we were just when we said it was.
We were like, we did
late.
this Nightfall. We
Yeah,
got this.
It was
We
late.
already did it.
We weren't really thinking, and then we just ran in there and tried to do it the same way we did it the first time. And we also made some adjustments that we probably should have left it on Arc, and
Yeah.
we made it to Void.
But we
But
figured
yeah,
it
but
out.
whatever. We'll figure it.
It was a good game.
Yeah, it was a
I,
good night. It
uh,
was actually one of the more productive nights I've had of Destiny lately because of the grind.
You know what it
Just
reminded me of?
Feels like you're not doing
Rat
anything.
King Night.
Yeah, when
To
we were all
beat the
together.
Nightfall in under 5 minutes.
Don't
and
you
do
remember that
Unlock
shit?
the Rat King.
We had beat this shit. We was like, yeah, and then we was like, I was like, I didn't get it. This was like, what? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he's like, I didn't get it. I was like, Rocky, no. So we had to do it again, but then we did it no problem.
We had it down to we
Yeah.
did it 3 because also there was one with Manny in it.
Yeah.
So-
Well, we did it with Manny, I think, and then
Yeah.
we had to get Rock. But then
So-
Rock didn't have it equipped. Oh wait,
No,
no,
you didn't have it equipped.
No, I didn't. We both. I think we tried to equip it right when we ended it, and we're like,
Yeah.
dude, that's not gonna work. We just have to equip it
Okay.
because we weren't fast enough. I tried to do an old Destiny.
I
one
actually
trick.
did it with 2 characters though, so I was
Yeah,
stoked.
I actually tried to do it with it. I think that's actually a weapon that rolls to the power. So if you still have that mission available, You can go back and do it, and it will roll it to whatever the highest light level is. Your exotic. Same with the Might of multi-tool.
So I could go redo that mission and get it at 400.
Yeah, Might of multi-tool. So let's say like you re-roll a character and only take them part way through the story to get the Might of multi-tool. It will roll it at the highest. Because that one drops to raise your light. Remember?
Yeah, so just do that in the next week along with everything else you got to grind out.
Yeah, if you haven't done it. Or
and,
wait till Forsaken and then do it.
Before
and
I
get
forget,
it at 405.
Here's some important news. Keep your eyes out. Cade 6 is going to be having the spicy ramen
so this
mission.
is okay. So this is a secret
I
mission.
believe
shit is
that
actually
it
gonna
starts
happen?
tomorrow.
You have
So
to get that thing.
There's
though,
only
from the
rumors.
stash.
Technically, there is only rumors right now, but you have to go get this from Cade's stash, which means you have to go. You have to
Get all the
go
chests.
buy the challenges
Yeah.
from him and go get his chests
I
and go
gotta do
find
that,
one.
dude. I haven't done that
and
in
it's going to
so
be like
long.
a spicy ramen ticket or something people have been finding, and you're going to have to go cash that spicy ramen ticket in somewhere, and who knows what else, and we don't know. That's
Yeah,
it. It's a
and we don't
hidden.
know.
It's a hidden quest, and
And
it sounds
we
like there may be
That'll
a
just
couple
be
others.
lore. We're
But
talking about the next
it
fucking
is
DLC.
it's gonna be download.
You're like,
The
oh,
day,
wait
now.
the day I die.
What's this thing? It's got to be a secret. It says investigate.
But it is a
Nope,
hidden Cade
nope,
thing, and this
nothing.
could be the last Cade thing you get.
All right. Well, let's move off of Destiny 2 and talk about some Dying Light, Bad Blood. This is the DLC that's coming to Dying Light, and
Oh, it's been Dying Light 1?
But yeah, no. I mean, I
is
thought
it
it was.
on-
I think,
it's
or is
gonna be
this Dying Light 2?
Is Dying Light 2 already
I think
out?
this Bad Blood is a DLC for it.
That's a DLC.
Okay.
Yeah, Bad Blood is a DLC, and I think that that's what it's bringing in. It's Battle Royale.
That's the kind of game to get
Okay,
a Battle Royale.
and this could be. I'm not sure how this is. If this is its own installment and it's called Bad Blood, only for Battle Royale, and then we're getting Dying Light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I don't know if it's incorporated into the core game, or if this is they're free. It seems like if they were. I'm not saying that they're not smart, but if they were smart, you would make this its own entity and make it free.
Yeah. That could be.
That's what if I was on the Battle Royale.
But nonetheless,
train.
like Dying Light, I wonder if there will be zombies in the Battle Royale, but like
Yeah, well, okay,
Dying
so
Light being such a like duct tape together lifestyle game and how you're surviving in
It's
that.
perfect for a Battle Royale.
Yeah, it is already an ultra survival game.
right,
I cannot like this
drop
is the
in
kind of game-
nothing, boards and duct tapes or whatever you got to craft your shit real quick. You got to craft it. It takes time. Have you seen Escape from Tarkov? Any of that gameplay or anything like that?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so it's like a Russian encampment, like military based game. So you're like in this. It's not a prison, but it's this. We'll just say location, and you get only what you paid for, like in the game. So you have the currency of the game, and you buy like you can only afford like maybe a pistol at the beginning. Actually, it is a pistol. So you get to go in, and you've got to play like the whole core of the game. Basically, you go in, and you need to escape it. So you could go in, run in, and then just leave if you wanted to. You'd escape, but you wouldn't get anything. You need to get these loot caches or whatever it is. But how they do it is they have NPCs, enemies that are bots that are super difficult. Then the other 8 guys that are in the map with you. And you don't need to kill them. They don't need to kill you. But you'll get their loot if you do. You lose everything that you bring. Like,
Okay.
you actually lose it. But nonetheless, the point is it's a viable battle royale that incorporates bots.
Yeah.
Which, they could do something like this to make it a little bit different. Bring that zombie edge to it to where there's might be a moment where you guys got to survive together.
That'd be so.
And then
like
for
you're
you to figure
boarding
out you're
up-
fighting.
That
you know
should
what I
be
mean?
tight.
Could you
That
just
was a
imagine
tight
like
game.
Figure out-
you and this
you-
stranger are like boarding up a house to stop
Right.
all the zombies, and then you just turn around
And
then
there's
you
one gun in the
battle-
corner.
But
and
that's
you-
hey, you just said Fortnite.
Well,
but Fortnite
yeah, I
with
mean,
zombies
the-
and
the-
PvP in the same
Yeah,
thing.
the zombie attacking you, and that's the only reason that
That'd be so dope.
But you both have your fist. In Fortnite, you can't even you can swing your axe, but it's not lethal.
True.
And
They
we're
just
talking-
run from
I
you
mean,
and go get the gun.
We're talking
like,
to
we're
the
talking about a
degree
fist fight that you're gonna.
Dying Light has in the parkour side of
Right.
it, in the like defensive
Right.
side of
It's
it.
more of
in
a
the-
battle
yeah.
royale sense of a game of like that's how you would visualize a battle royale. I wouldn't visualize like the Fortnite's more of like your visualization of the actual battle royale game or movie or book that whatever the new books are based off of.
I don't know.
The one with the bridge and they're all in the
Harry Potter.
No, Hunger Games. That is like Fortnite's version of Battle Royale. You're in this place. It's technology. You have all this stuff to your advantage. Whatever. This is like what I visualize like Battle Royale, last man standing. Like you got nothing. There's some boards with some nails over there, and there's like a gun locked up in some case somewhere that you don't know where it is. You got to fight to get even to that gun. You know what I mean? Like, not land in and drop to pick up a chest that has a random roll in it. You know what I mean? Like, I visualize it as, here's absolutely nothing, your fist. People are in those areas. This is where the items are to start with. You know that the other stuff's out there. Get to the items to start with. You have a choice. Do you run and craft yourself a weapon, or do you run and
catch a fade real quick?
Yeah, or do you try to go get the weapon as soon as possible? But it's not going to be that easy. You know what I mean? It's not right there for you. So, I see it as more of a last man standing, like raw, like I don't know how exactly I would say it. More barbaric version of it, like where it's just like more hands to hand type stuff. Close quarters, then it develops into like the guns. That's how the game itself kind of develops, anyways.
And here's
you
some
don't start with much.
you
just are kind of a parkour guy.
So it's a standalone.
Okay.
Bad Blood. They have limited number of invitations going out for like next weekend. There's going to be a play test.
I'm going to try to get on that.
There's going to be, Traceland begins sign us for a global play test this spring.
Yeah, there's September
but there's going to be a limited one coming up. Yes. There's one that shows in August. There's going to be the September one. I don't know about the deal on that one just yet. PlayStation 4, PC, Xbox One, free-to-play model. It will transition to a free-to-play model. So I believe maybe you got to pay... Hang on.
If there's
a
like
launch
a founders...
window for the full release was not given. So we don't know when it actually releases yet. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be under a free-to-play model.
Nice.
It's going to be a Dying Light-themed Battle Royale, so it's based off of that environment.
It should be awesome.
Mm-hmm. And play tests are coming up as early as next weekend.
Should be very, very cool.
It's a 12-player brutal Royale, as they call it.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about boards with nails in it, spiked bats, and then maybe a pistol at the end if you can get
to it.
Yeah.
Like,
but Dying Light
is whatever you find, dog.
You could use this little saw blade and this and this and this and make a weapon.
You're right. Yeah.
So
yeah, it had its own. That's what I'm saying. It had its own crafting mechanism to it. That that's what made the game super cool, because it was a survival craft shooter parkour. You know what I mean? It just blended all this stuff, and then they could easily bring that into the battle royale, and just make it a brutal royale. It's awesome.
All right.
Let's take a little breaky break. As Sam said, break out the bread. You ready?
It's time for some jammy jams.
Oh, the Plug Gaming, DFZRadio.com.
We hustle hard. Team ADX What these niggas want from me? Haters wanna eat now, you never get lunch from me. Get off my tailcoat, get off addiction. Team full of mean niggas, team green like it's Listerine. Don't cross the squad, man, we get them off, man. We on the front court shooting, you just a ball fan. I'm on the top back, y'all do it all bad. Grind on the regular, tell competitors all bad. Test the team, homie, watch you fall flat. Don't want the fame, but the change, I need all that. Hustlers get your guap up, rappers get your props up. Cause sky is the limit and we got heaven on lock up. Back down to earth, street swerving down Atlantic. Long Beach riding to death, we straight smashing. This is for my family, this is for the masses. This ADX anthem in case anyone asks me. Oh, taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no rockets. Tell me who running with these shots up, boys. We say hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life on a license. Niggas don't want no rockets. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we say hustling.
Hey, I rap my team. so sick, and we ain't gonna stop. We got money to get, we got honeys to flip, got the streets on lockdown. So why would we stop now? We holding the spot down. Sour diesel Hennessy, a bad bitch next to me. 80X Henry going down up in history. Do it to the death of me, so ain't nothing left of me. Dumping off the weaponry, hold it down for centuries.
Taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life, for my life. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
Bonafide hustler, stay up in the street, grinding all day and all night so we can eat. Roll up on your homies like niggas, stick 'em up. Now bags in the stash in the back of the truck. Pounds of the diesel, throw it in the air. Tipping in the seat for my niggas who ain't here. Back on my feet after shedding a few tears. Give me 2 years, stacked up with a few mil. Niggas locked up, but the homies still here. Rapping ADX fresh in the full gear. Killing the recession, puffing on the chop. Teddy Brock chop, killing blue clocks. Haters got no idea you ain't ready. It'll be a sad song if you niggas test me. Them niggas tryna send 100 cops to come get me. Gibbo sprayed a couple shots and told them bitches come catch me.
Taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life, for my life. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
DFCRadio.com.
All the dab on me, man. All the drip on me and G Bentley, man. Ain't know what the fuck going on, man. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. I got all the dab on me. All the drip on me. I got all the dab, all the dab. All the drip, all the drip. I got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip.
Throw the bitch a whole nother bean. Got a moon walking like she Billie Jean. She say she on 3, that's a triple team. Say she on 3, that's a triple team. And I'm fucking around and hit 3 niggas. Goddamn shawty, that's triple beam. 40 hanging out a nigga denim jean. 40 hanging out a nigga denim jean. And I'm kicking shit, no bully. Walked in the bed like screw me. But it pat down my foolie. I used to be bro, didn't know me. Swift with me, I ain't talking boom game. Me and everybody hit the motherfucking floor. Got a rollie on my wrist, couple hundreds on my feet. I'm a shit, bitch, you already know. Late night in the church with the killer gorillas and thug niggas in the motherfucking creek. And I'ma throw the D real for a little nigga, and you know that your bitch to receive. Nigga ain't gon' win on the beetle. Make the whole stand still black beetle. Bitch, you flying them motherfucking eagle. Bitch, you flying them motherfucking eagle.
Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. I got all the dab on me. All the drip on me. I got all the dab, all the dab. All the drip, all the drip. I got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Bitch, I been damn since sunshine. I run the south, I run sun up the sun down. We can put them friends up, put them guns down. Or we can put them guns on which way you want now. Get with the bird, button down. Blue fade rollers and them diamonds on bust down. Had it bad, now you better hush now. Hey, bitch, I been dabbing, bitch, I been having. Rolling all gas, that's a mush now. I ran on the rad, that's a touchdown. Move, fool, good as shit go. So the dick so long, she caught the hit go. I want thank God for a new year. Hey, I pour that act in the motherfucking roof. Additional, yeah, on the coupe. I look up and I ain't her roof. And I kiss shit, no fever. My pockets swell up like the measles. I pull up and pop at your people. Patrolling the spot with the heater. Don't say no name, I got amnesia. I lick it and leave on the teaser. No second, no, I can't repeat it. I told her Michael Jackson beat it. Got all this dab on me. Got all this drip on me. Got all this dab on me. Got all this drip on me. Got all this dab, all this dab. Got all this drip, all this drip. Got all this dab, all this dab. Got all this drip, all this drip. Got all this dab on me. Got all this drip on me. I got all this dab on me. All this drip on me. I got all this dab, all this dab. All this drip, all this drip. I got all this dab, all this dab. I got all this drip, all this drip.
Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody. Got them thick legs, got them full lips. Little miss, show 'em what you working with. You a bad chick, a real bad chick. The way you throw it out and bring it back quick. I like the way you do it, like the way you move it. Pop it back, drop it fast like there's nothing to it. Rock that swag, she make it clap for me. Don't get mad, she make it dance for me. And that's real talk, ain't nothing fake about it. She let them skills talk, nothing to say about it. Yeah, girl, you know you got it. Jam, girl, shake your body. The way that I talk got you going crazy. The way that you walk got me so anxious. Take it slow, baby, don't waste it. Space age stroll, here's what we blazing. Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody. Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody.
Whole shit don't hurt nobody. If you open up them legs, I'm gon' murk that body. Something hard in my jeans like I'm back in the chrome. Now I'm all up in that ass like the back of a thorn. Ha, let's get nasty, I'ma get behind you. Bust that pussy open, let me look all inside you. Bomb dick, yeah, that's what I'm delivering. I'ma stroke the coochie till it starts shivering. I'm a monster in the sheets just to warn y'all. You fucking with me, you fucking like a porn star. Ha. And that's until I get my nut off. Y'all know my motto, fuck me or fuck off. We waiting up the bed, sweating all in the sheets. Sit that ass on my face, make that pussy my feast. I'm a sexaholic, baby, they ain't fucking with me. Take a picture, say cheese, I'm getting ready to ski.
Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody. Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody.
Hold up, bitch. God damn it. Get out of my motherfucking face. Slum down. Yeah, she said, what you doing, where you going? Girl, I'm doing me. I've been out here chasing money, I ain't worried about a thing. I'm on a whole different game plan, moving like a pimp. I make a hole, hit the rain dance, dollars make a strip. Ayy, ballin' like a bitch, ayy, super fucking lit. Roll a blunt and spark it up and get a cup and fill the shit. I need a bag with the cash, 100 meter dash to the money. Gotta go get it, cause these niggas ain't finna get it for me, you dig? Niggas talk, I don't hear it. Bitches talk, I don't hear it. My main focus is my chips, yeah. I said I'm walking like a man. Hand on my grams, other hand cognac. I'm already going in, but I'm like, wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up,
let me talk to him. On my mama, stuck in this designer. I'ma have to go and leave her, cause my bitch up in Atlanta. Louis to the left, Armani in the sauna. It's panoramic, how my fucking niggas causing problems. If you gotta get it, got me turning churches out of chicken. Okay, pilot got me probably piling up all this pimping. So don't tell me this now, won't feel her lips now. Gon' give me kiss now, wait, hold up. Where your lips been? Tell me where you going, cause you know when I just stepped in, stumbled and we go again. Sucking on my lower limbs, sacking and we pack them, so you know we got them flowing in.
Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up.
I got that, okay though. I got that shit that when you hit, you get the Holy Ghost. My bitch got niggas and they feeling like they Romeo. They asking about me, she replying like we only close. Bitch, while you be lying, we be fucking and you know he know. I don't know when they asking about the mother bitches. I don't know when she asking, are you coming, daddy? I don't show. When she ask me, can I roll a fatty? I don't know. I just gotta tell her why. Hold up. I tell her why. Hold up. Yeah, I gotta tell her why. Hold up. I tell her why. Hold up. Yeah, I gotta tell her.
Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up, wait, let me roll up. Wait, hold up.
Welcome back. So,
in the chat, we had some activity here. Bloody Roar.
What's going on?
man,
Bloody Roar. Who remembers that?
Buckaroo the Mole. That's all you need to know, dog.
Dude.
That's all you need to know.
Bloody
Buckaroo
Roar.
the Mole. I will get
Buckaroo
you.
the Mole.
Come fuck with me and I'll show you him, dog. That's real.
That is classic.
Nastiest character ever made. Man.
You didn't play it, Sam. Here, maybe this will refresh you.
I'm giving myself an internet refresh right now.
Okay. I was gonna flash you with it.
Fighting game series.
Yeah.
Hudson Soft, developed together with Aiding.
Oh
that business.
yeah. Dude, that's why PlayStation 1 was so good, dude.
Activision.
Some of the best.
Okay, now
what was the wolf dude's name again? I forgot all about
Bloody
that.
Roar
What's that fool's
4
name? He
was
tight
on
as fuck,
PlayStation
too.
2, and
Yeah.
I missed that whole generation.
A Nintendo guy.
I told you. You know
guy.
what? I had.
Don't worry, dog. I'll refresh your memory on that. I'll
Here's
pick
a
that
funny
up.
memory.
I have the PlayStation.
I remember
I'll bring
renting.
Yeah.
My brother and I convinced my dad to rent a PlayStation 2 from Blockbuster.
Damn.
So that we could play Grand Theft Auto 3. And he didn't know what that game was.
And then he found out what it was.
And he came in.
Oh,
What
yeah,
the
totally.
fuck are you having him playing?
What? Are you
And then
picking
he
up a
just, like-
stripper?
He's
What the fuck? We got a problem.
You just threw that guy out of his car, and that's your car now.
You stole that car.
We have a problem. No, but yeah, that's what we should talk about.
What?
Grand Theft Auto 3?
No, just the games
And,
that
like,
you're playing that your parents
was the
just
website?
just had no idea what you were really
I'm
even
trying
getting
to
into.
remember what website I used to look up.
Grand Theft Auto, 100%.
But like Grand Theft Auto was one of those original games of really looking up online. Like, no, I guess that was all of them. But
South Park games, they didn't
but
like
looking
that
up
shit.
the cheat codes
Yeah,
so
the
that
cheat
you
code.
could
Well-
get. There were 3 different cheat codes for weapons because there were so many weapons.
That's actually this is a lot of nostalgia.
And then you could
though.
call in the tank.
Because because
and it would drop, and then you try to blast it across the bridge because you could launch it with a cannon.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Looking up codes. I'm from an era where when we got our codes from magazines.
Yeah.
You couldn't go on the internet.
They're in the back of like Game Informer.
I had tips and tricks.
I had internet from a really young
tips
age.
And tricks. Okay, let's talk about it. Dude.
Yeah, that was nothing but fucking.
Yeah, that's it. Oh,
that was it.
Mario was in. Everything is in there about every little thing that there was. It was one of the best publications.
That's so sad. That's gone, dog.
They're all gone.
Internet from a very young age.
You know they started fucking
and
you
so
out of
I actually
magazines aren't. You know
that existed. I had internet from a very young age, and there were all
I
those
did too.
like, okay, so that's where I really
now
started.
we just don't have internet, Sam.
No, I'm saying
like, whoa, Sam. I mean, there's a little
where I
age gap.
started finding these things.
Let's not forget about that.
No, I'm just saying.
You know, I had internet. Yeah,
I didn't go out. I was an indoor kid, and I did internet. So like,
I ate dinner with my family at home. Sam, okay.
Okay.
I got on the internet too.
I understand.
Right?
I understand. I'm sharing where I read them.
I've experienced dial-up as well.
I'm not saying you didn't.
Okay.
Maybe you've heard of this thing called a keyboard.
Yeah, no, I've used one. Okay, outside of school.
Okay,
Jesus
so
Christ,
you
Sam.
know what notepad
Relax
is.
over there, bro.
No, but yeah. No, so you
man.
were on. I mean, I'm talking about SNES. Nintendo 64.
I wasn't getting
Probably,
the magazines at the time.
yeah.
I was looking those up on like those little transcribed. Like someone would just take that information and
it's
put
on
it in like
GameFAQs.
Notepad.
It's on
and it'd be
GameFAQs.
Yeah.
It's on Game. Yeah, that's where I went.
Was it GameFAQs? I don't remember.
GameFAQs
the site.
is the site.
It was just like.
And yeah, that was around. That's been around since like. Yeah, I mean. The
Since
magazines,
there was like one site that there and anyone knew.
It's but the magazines, Tips and Tricks is like I'm talking 90, 96, 95. I'm on Sega. I'm trying to figure out the code to get Reptile or whatever it is. It's in there. It's in the magazine, type stuff. Like
I learned that from my there was a guy at the YMCA who used to bring his Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
For like let the kids play on it, and that was
he
was the one who just do everything.
But what I was getting into about about the codes and Grand Theft Auto is Grand Theft Auto. What it did do is it recreated the value in the code, and I don't just mean like the cheating value or anything like that, but like for instance, blood mode in Mortal Kombat. Everybody memorized that code. Because it was a super valuable code, not because it made you unstoppable or made the game.
Everyone who was waiting for a
you
turn
wanted it
was
to
like
be blood
chanting
mode.
the code while you put.
And he wanted it to be in blood mode because that's how the game was supposed to be experienced, right? Okay, that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to be able to get those extra little options to change the game, and that kind of went away with
Madden games.
With a lot of games where like you would just look them up. You would just look them up. You could just be like, oh, I could just look it up. Grand Theft Auto was when you restarted memorizing codes again.
Man.
When you would just be like, okay, helicopter's behind us. Let's go. And then like, people like look at you like, and you're like, dude, I've put it in 1,000 times. Take it easy, okay?
Gun code, motorcycle code.
Yeah, every single one of them. Every single one of them.
You had
and
to
then
have
you
them.
memorize that you're like, okay, if it's a weapons code, it always starts with L1, R1.
Yeah. R2, L2, left, down, right, up.
I remember like.
And then you knew you just had to change a couple different things to make it something else. So you were like, okay, last time I hit triangle, circle, square X, I'm gonna hit X, this, and then you're like, oh, that's the boat. Okay, cool. Da-da-da. And you realize that
you be in the middle of the road with a boat in front of you, like, oh, that's what that does.
You started realizing their codes, like their way of how they built the codes.
Of managing
and
it.
then
It was
you
like,
realize that without really knowing it.
These
and
ones
then
are all the vehicles, and these are.
you'd be in a fight with the police, destroying them, about to be killed, somehow spawn the tank instantaneously before you hit the ground and be inside of it. And you like continue your killing spree because that's all you did in Grand. Let's be honest. We just went on sprees. That's you saw how far you could go with 5 stars.
I think Grand Theft Auto. Those were the first games that I played with like Molotov cocktails, really too. But that's like more 2-in-1.
Right. 2 and 1 are I mean those are
I remember running
those
up
are
on the-
great. But
yeah.
when you get into 3, it's just
Everything just turns out.
I was
Everything
lucky when
turns
it
out.
came to Grand Theft Auto because I had an older cousin and she used to like to watch me play it, so she would just buy it all. So I had them all.
We
I
went
can't
over to
bullshit.
Smitty's house because God bless her heart, his mom she was working, and we
all had that
we
friend.
would just be over there wilding out on Grand Theft Auto, all just as much as our hearts could desire, and it was like some of the best times of my life. So, especially in high school, because it was like all the buddies. You just were doing life. You could turn it into a regular game. You're like you get one life. However it is.
For me, that was for the most Smash Brothers.
Yeah, well, we
And
did Smash Brothers too,
even
but
during Halo 1. So for us, my group of friends, that was the game.
yeah,
That was
Smash
just
Brothers.
the game. Everything else played around that.
Smash Brothers was for our core group of me and 4 of my friends was that were always gaming. We played everything together. We played Might and Magic, role playing games, any type of game you could think of. We're all into it, and we even played Mage Knights together, Magic, stuff like that.
Nice.
But we played more Magic on the computer and PC with our buddy. But Grand Theft Auto was your homies are all. Well, I mean, we were also getting older and getting into other things, smoking weed, drinking beer. We were playing Grand Theft Auto, doing that. Our
that was
buddy's
a whole
mom
era.
wasn't home. You know what I mean? But
I never had a PlayStation, so I always had to play it at a friend's
if it was
place.
me, Smitty, Nate, and George hanging out, we were playing Smash Brothers. You know what I mean? If it was us 4, we were playing Smash Brothers.
I would
absolutely.
print out the I would copy paste all the codes and then print it out, and then on the way to my friend's house I'd be reading them all and I'd be like that.
Yeah.
And you're like
Yeah, I was the same way because I'd go look at the tips and tricks, and occasionally my parents would buy me one, but they'd be like, "We're not getting you the video game magazine. That's ridiculous."
Yeah, dog.
And so I'm in there
Hey,
photographic member in that they just
hey, me and my cousins was cold. We be in there with papers
yeah.
write that shit
You
down.
start, you start getting
I
creative.
just pasted it. Probably from
But
Game
yeah, I
Facts.
mean, it was what was up. Tips and tricks, dude. What was the other one? Electronic Gaming Monthly,
Yeah.
EGM. That was a great
EGM
one.
was good.
Nintendo Power's gone. They're all gone.
Hey, no. Nintendo Power, they still
Gone.
sell their Target, dog.
It's gone.
What?
I have the last episode. I got
When
it
did
from
that
Target.
happen? Oh, okay.
2 years ago. 3 years ago.
What?
Longer than that.
It's been a
It's got Mario on it. The one, or actually, that might be the one before the last. But they did a big Mario episode of one. They did a Zelda one, and that was it.
I remember when they were talking about it, it'll only be at Target. So I was like,
No,
all
it's
right, cool.
gone. It's just gone. They end publication. Then they ended Nintendo.
I mean, they should just have
The
websites
whole- they did.
now.
Nintendo went through a lot of weird stuff where they ended things. But anyways, that's an ode to the
Honestly,
magazine publication.
I feel like they
I
should
still
bring codes
I
back,
still get
dog.
my Game Informer. I only get Game Informer to fill that missing gap in my life of being able to experience the news and video games through the magazine. I don't know. That's how I was introduced to it. So that's how I still like it. I still go through the magazine every time I get it.
nice.
So
I mean, shit, I got mine today. I did the same thing.
So that's just how I'm thankful that they still do that. But that will probably go away eventually.
They're already trying this.
Yeah,
You
no,
can
they
get digital
do. They
now.
try to push you digital, which is cool. I get it. I tried to do the stuff. I tried to do digital comics. I can't do it.
Yeah, that shit is so trash. man.
I thought I couldn't even do tapes for reading. I don't mind. I like reading, but people were like, "Oh, do audio." The audio was okay. It's better than I thought it would be, but I can't do the digital stuff for some reason. Scrolling doesn't. I don't know. That's not how I translate getting.
I think a lot of people actually prefer reading it off a book.
Yeah, that's just how
it's a comic. It should always be.
But even that magazine, even a book, even I just prefer the actual thing, the actual book. Even though I get it, it's a screen, give me the same words, but to have it in my hand, I don't know. Turning
you
pages.
see DC's app that they about to release? It's for all their shows and shit. They about to just.
That's smart.
Yeah, they about to kill it. Like you gotta subscribe.
Yeah, I
to
cut the
them
cable
to get
on.
them
I cut the
fire-ass
cord
shows.
or cable, whatever. I got rid of my cable and.
That's in years.
Yeah, but like, well, I was been doing it for. I don't, me personally, but my wife does. So that's what. No, she realized like, dude, I don't even like. I watch these set things. I can go get those from this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay,
Yeah.
She has the unlimited.
Even Disney.
Data on the phone. It has all the apps. You send it to your TV. It all does it for you. You pay for this technology. You just need to use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she's like wondering all this stuff. Oh, Bravo app, whatever. There's all your housewives from wherever the hell you want them to be from. Right there on your phone, beamed to your TV. You had that the whole time, but you're paying for cable. You know what I mean?
So
like we got to use this technology that we
take
have.
her
right?
phone and just like organize the menu and just put like a folder that's like these needs.
Yep,
and then you can just give her all like the real simple.
And then you just do the ultimate. And
you play this, and hey, it makes it. I organize like the home screen on my phone. That's how I know where everything is. I can do all my technology.
There it is, ladies and gents. We are gonna wrap the show up. I got one announcement. We got a giveaway going on live next week. It's gonna be around this Forsaken time. We're probably gonna give it away whatever the second week into September, I think it's going to be, or the end of the first week, whatever that lands on. It's going to be a third or something. Third. So 2 weeks.
Well, we are going to be.
That giveaway will be.
Are we going to be doing it the day it comes out?
Well, I don't think we're going to. Are we going to do Forsaken giveaway, guys? Are we doing Forsaken giveaway? It's too late to start that.
I'm just saying it's been a minute.
I'm just saying, like, if you want it, you want it that night.
You got to figure this out. Okay. Well, that just changing that. We're doing a Forsaken giveaway.
Done.
Just up the ante there a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. But that's going to be announced. Social media, Instagram, _gaming. That's where we do all of our giveaways. So go there, check us out. That's going to be posted shortly, probably tomorrow. Just want to keep everybody updated on that. And you guys got anything else to add? Besides, Brock, I'm just going to stop you because I already know what you're going to say.
All right.
I got nothing.
Okay, we got nothing. Okay, so we gonna get on up out of here and go play some video games.
Yeah, that's it.
Now you can, Rock.
All right. I'm better than you.
There it is.
Thank you.
The Plug Gaming, BFCradio.com.